What's up, crew? Happy Monday, y'all. Oh, where's our designs? Hold on. We need to make this look a little sexier real quick. Hold on. Let's hide that. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's also do a little bit of that. There we go, baby. How we feeling, chat? It's a new week. Joe's in here. I'm going to send out some invites to the crew real quick, so give me a second. All right. Sent to Will, sent to Rizzo. Joe, I sent it to you if you want to join. Or I'm trying to, at least. I don't know if it's really working. Oh, it did. Okay. Text it to the group chat. All right, y'all. That should be good. Great day, some profits. Let's go, baby. Good stuff. They ripped her. Oh, they ripped her. Yeah, no midnight open test for me. That's all right. All my cash secured puts are printing. Let's go, baby. Yeah, it's a day for the market. What can we say? Ooh, gold. Selling a little bit there. RTY and Dow still holding strong. Netflix is quite weak today. She broke this whole structure range after testing that gap there. So trading to that gap was nice. Lost all this though. Did you take that short? I'm just chilling. I've been playing around with a few scalps throughout the day, but nothing that I really wanted. I didn't get what I wanted this morning, so haven't been pressing the gas pedal too hard. I love the ripping. I just wanted us to move a little bit lower first. That's right. It's Monday. We got a whole week ahead of us. Tesla. I don't think people are bullish enough. I love this. And I don't know if Tommy's here yet or any of my boys that used to hang out on my stream, but you guys know this is exactly what we look for. I mean, accumulation, manipulation to the downside outside of this range into big bullish order flow to then distribute to the all-time high target that we've been looking for this whole time. I'm quite bullish on Tesla. We are very bullish on Tesla. So I know the breakdown, a lot of people are saying, well, we broke structure, right, to the downside. Yes, we broke structure to the downside, but that break of structure gets invalidated when you're breaking into massive bullish order flow. It's invalidated. It doesn't matter. So to me, this is accumulation because this is how the markets move 3 different ways. They either accumulate, manipulate, or distribute. And that's what I'm looking for here. So we'll see. I'll hop in like 20. No worries. RTY starting to try and come in. It was interesting today. We had on the what's in play. It was wild. Just given the range that we had to midnight open, it gave us a 92% chance. It did not play out, but that was crazy when I saw that. I was like, wow, that's a really high statistic. And then as for just going through the week, I know earnings aren't as exciting right now, but we still do have some earnings. Pretty light week of earnings, though. Baba, Neo, John Deere, Burlington. That's about it. Whoa. Something come out on UNH? Maybe not. Some of these retail names not doing so well. HD, Walmart, risk on in the market. These are not as enticing for big investors. So taking a little bit of a pullback today, but not bad. HD looks a lot worse. That doesn't look so good. Same thing happened on Oscar. Oh, that got hit a little bit, testing that gap, that's what that is. Half gap is 1487. You're trying to hold these lows so far. White House delaying healthcare proposal. Oof. We have a lot of data this week as well, guys. This is going to be a pretty stacked week here. Tomorrow we got PPI, retail sales, and then that's all at 8:30 Eastern. And then we have 10 o'clock data, pending home sales, Richmond manufacturing. Wednesday is stacked as well. Thursday, Friday, we don't have anything. GDP, unemployment. Gosh, we haven't got this data in a while. Next week, another stacked week. We have news on Monday. Interesting. We don't have news Tuesday next week. It's the next spot I have. This high. It's the next high I have in this market to take us to. Let her cruise. 35 calls on SoFi hitting the tape. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close up spaces officially here. All right, y'all. Spaces is closed up. Now we are 100% just on the stream. SoFi. I haven't looked at this name in a while. Delete this shit. Man, you took out these lows. You're bouncing from those lows. I just don't love the structure here. $35 calls, 1226. I don't know. Maybe. That's interesting seeing those hit the tape, though. I definitely like the sweep of these lows. I guess I just wish the structure here that we're kind of building was a bit cleaner, but I also don't like this week opening up where we're at. Inside week so far, just trading in this week range. We need to go sweep highs or lows. But not horrible. Yeah, far out the money is what intrigued me for sure. Hey, you never know. It's always nice to keep an eye on those types of things. And maybe even if you're not going to take a position on something, you know, just like follow up with it. It's cool to see, oh, that worked out, or Oh, maybe that was just a hedge or whatever this, whatever, maybe, I don't know. I gotta put on my own music because this this restream music is gonna kill me. Oh, there we go. So much better. Here we go. Does SPX want to continue rallying though? I expected it to stall at 6,700. It's an interesting time of day. You just got out of lunch in macro time. I do think at some point you'll get some sort of selling today that could be viable for a bit of a short, but it's tough here. You're getting some nice rejection right now. You're getting a bit of an order block here. Inversion. I'm not really doing anything with this though. Clear Edge is awesome. Yes, it is. Shout out Clear Edge if you guys aren't using that for automation. Obviously, you guys don't have to be using automation, but I just think it's beneficial for everybody. Always make sure you guys are hanging out when we do those streams with them because they always give out some free trials. Hitting up the Ojai Deer Lodge as PA is boring. Bro, are you in Ojai? What? Is homie in Ojai? I have 3 accounts hooked up to them, not funded yet. Let's go, baby. Very nice, very nice. I saw that Top Step dumped activation fees. That's good. But it's 2x the price? The no activation fee? Not really. I thought it was, I mean, I guess almost. From 50 bucks to 89 bucks to not have to pay a $150 activation fee. I mean, it's either, because here's the thing, it's not 50 bucks. Like everybody's like, oh, a 50K account's 50 bucks. Not when you're passing them, bro. That's a $200 account when you're passing them. If you're just blowing it all the time, then yeah, it's 50 bucks, 50 bucks. But if you're actually passing accounts, that shit gets expensive. And so it's either $89 versus $200. That's what it really is. So I think it's much better, honestly. Because here's the thing. Here's the way I look at it. Because I always buy in bulk too. And this is a good perspective to put on it. Is usually it's $200 an account times 5. That's $1,000 minimum I'm going to spend on an account. That's assuming I pass all the 5 that I buy. Whereas 89, that's significantly less. So instead of, if I'm buying 5 accounts, if I'm buying in bulk, guys, with the activation fees, that would be $1,000. Instead, 89 bucks times 5, $445. So I don't know. I think that's significantly less when I'm buying in bulk. Any accounts I blow, Boris, I blow willingly. Those that know now, I don't want to get into it too much because it's, I don't like to promote it for people, but live accounts on some props are not really beneficial, so you don't really want to go too live. Therefore, the active action of blowing accounts happens. So you can stay leveraging multiple. Because the evals expire if you don't activate them, and I don't. Oh, yeah, because you can't just have like a bunch of evals pass ready to go. They'll expire, yeah. Cruising. Oh, what's up, Will? I had 8.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just hanging out.
Short little break there in the morning.
Yep.
S&P right at 6710, which is the 21 period exponential moving average, and you got the 50-day right above it at 6713. So a little bit of bumping our head right against back to the 50-day.
Yeah, we've been cooking.
Yeah, that's it, almost right to the penny. So next, obviously the 21 and the 50 kind of converging together right at this area, and then right above you, you're gonna have some downtrend resistance, probably like 67.35. And then tomorrow's candle would obviously be a decision candle, whether we go higher and break above it or turn back to the downside.
Yeah.
It's kind of the two things I'm looking at from a day on the daily. But like we said, not a surprise to see the relief rally that we've had. We're oversold, tested those areas, came back and filled up that 65.50, and here we are. Hopefully people got some good trades. I sold some puts and stuff on Friday. I still have some long puts that are out into January on the broad market. I did take some of that exposure off on Thursday, so I probably have like a quarter position still on. I did monetize a lot of those gains. And then I sold some puts short dated for this week, like out to Wednesday, just to try to cut some delta if we got a rally, to cut the debits in those puts. So what's exciting? Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin doing?
Bitcoin's Bitcoining. Bouncing a bit.
So
nothing too
I
crazy,
took a
though.
small long in the futures at 86,000. Stop is currently going to be sitting at break even just to see if we get a pump, maybe back up to 89.5, maybe a little higher. Small position. I think it wouldn't be too crazy to get a move back to 100,000 and kind of some of that structure of those lows. That's kind of the area I'm looking at. from a horizontal standpoint. Let's see.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Casey?
What's up, Casey?
What's up? The NVO $45 calls finally went in the money. I only have runners right now.
Let's go.
I'm also short. Ugh.
I don't hate it. Like, I have a reason to pull back here.
Like I was just saying, Casey, we're at the 21 moving average on the daily and SPX, and the 50-day is right here at 67.13. So it would make sense to pause here. We could just chop. I mean, if we go blazing through it, you have a trend line basically at 67.35-ish if we hit it today.
Yeah. I'm not looking for like a huge freaking big reversal or anything here. I'm looking for honestly a little bit of exhaustion and at least some kind of minor pullback before, if we do end up breaking this area on SPY and going to 672, I think up here in this area we would see it stall out or give that slight pullback. So I do have an SPX call credit spread up here. I also took a little bit of puts up in this area too.
Sounds good. Rizzo. Good morning.
Hello, space.
The only other person who wanted to swing long over the weekend with me.
Right on.
I definitely sold some puts on Friday for sure.
Beautiful. Let's see where we're at on these things. Puts are green. Looking for the call credit spread to come back down a little bit. Want to see SPX come back down to 6,700. Would be nice.
Big volume imbalance there, so that is extended.
I would got to think this 50 days got to give us a little resistance here at 67.13. Should.
Come on. Pull it back a little bit. Pull it back a little bit for me. Pull it back. Oh. Come on.
This is where I'm looking for us to retest, Casey. This.
Yeah. Oh. Come on now. You gonna make me trim. Let's go. A little bit more, baby. Fill these orders. Come on.
I sold the 540 puts in Meta out to December, 25 days. They've already come in 50% the premium.
Oh yeah.
One day.
Very nice.
The SPX call credit spread got a little iffy there for a second. I'm covering here.
Yeah, I'm short the 60s. I mean, I took some off. I basically have a break-even trade on the call spread. Actually, a little bit of a winner, but.
That's my favorite thing Casey says. You gonna make me trim,
You
baby.
gonna make me trim.
I'll tell you what, though. Oracle is not impressing me. I really thought we'd get some lift, and the fact that we're not, kind of disappointing.
Oracle got smacked.
They just did nothing. I thought we were going to get a little bit with this move up. I figured it would jump with it.
Where's ES? ES just tapped into that same spot. let me. What's up, Joe?
IWM 239.
I shorted it at 240. That's the one I have puts on right now.
You guys can hear me, right?
Oh yeah, we got you.
Perfect. New location unlocked.
But
I'd
yeah,
love to.
it's just-
I'd like to get a little bit more aggressive against that trend line in IWM, like 242. But you got these lows right here around 240, like a push against there, 241.
They're bouncing spine cues.
They are bouncing it.
I got a trail off, but now we're just back to where we were to begin with.
There's so much cam exposure at 6,700. I don't think we're going below that.
I just wanted to see the move back down closer to it. She got a big booty, so I call her big booty. Skirt, skirt.
Still have this high. Want to go take this?
Couldn't get into it. I'm in the kitchen. Yams everywhere. Got Palantir to 165. Oh, what a move today.
Big move, right into the last week's kind of action.
Same thing with TSM on the daily. Just
Palantir at like 172 has got a lot of traffic to get through. 170, 172.
Who just asked me about Google puts there at the highs, and I said yes. Risk to rewards, good. Look at it now. Look at it. She's doing it.
Apple 276. That thing is strong.
Yeah, Apple's been killing it all morning.
I'm in the kitchen. Jams everywhere. What's the video doing? Yeah.
Here's
Tesla.
a boring trade that I took. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was talking about this last week. XLU, which is the utilities, right at the daily trend line from the March, April lows. We're kind of sitting on it, getting a little push off the trend line. Not a big fast mover, but still like it there against the old highs for a trade, maybe. Call it the basement window trade. Anybody know what the basement window trade is?
The basement window trade.
You guys want to know what that is?
Can't say I do.
What is
All
it?
right. The easy one. Hold on. All right, so the basement window trade. It's like if you're buying something at a low or close to it, a zone, and if it fails, you cut it right away. So
Yeah, because you're just jumping out the basement window. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, so you're jumping out the basement window, and you don't really have a lot of room to fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you're to support. You got a tight stop there. If it breaks the structure, you got to be gone right away.
Yeah.
But Tesla hit the 420 earlier. Just been stalling out, going sideways up here, but still holding 5-minute moving averages.
Google's still strong. A little bit.
I want AMD gets to like 224, and that moving average catch up's the 8. I like that for maybe a short setup there. I want to see that like zigzag structure from like we saw in the springtime, like in April, where we get the move down, get the nice counter trend rally, you get another move lower in the markets where you kind of get where you buy.
Someone said Casey still in PJs. Yes. I mean, when you work from home, you just wake up, grab your coffee, have breakfast, go to work still in the pajamas.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, you want me to?
Seriously.
You want me to go put on a suit and tie for the stream? I'll put on the top, but I ain't gonna be wearing pants.
Melt up's the man, dude. I did get a haircut.
Let's go look at the heat map for the last 1 hour. Every single thing is gray. In the last 1 hour, Walmart's moved 0.02%. Google's
Yeah,
moved
she's
0.09.
a little sad today because everybody's trading everything else.
Dude, we're slowing down. The daily heat map looks good. Let's go look at the sectors. What's the who's your strongest today? What we got? You got XLK
Technology, yep.
leading the way by a long shot with
I'll be right back,
XLY
boys.
not too far behind it. Sounds good. So you got tech in first place, and then you got your consumer discretionary in second place. So other than that, relative weakness is
Staples and
XLP,
energy.
yeah, which is your staples, and then energy is the only other red one. Yep.
ABGO is up 10%.
They're down. I figured you get with yields being down. I thought financials would be a little bit stronger, but some of these daily charts I'm still not loving. Like the XLF, we bounced off the 200. We really need to reclaim these moving averages and kind of break this trend line up at like 52.5.
God, AMD 215. Those calls just went in the money.
I haven't even looked at crypto.
Missed it by $1, less than $1.
Saw the highs by 30%. Sweet.
Yeah, Bitcoin is back above 88K right now.
I'm in the kitchen. Yams everywhere.
I got a small long Bitcoin position from 86 in change,
Nice.
but in the futures, that is.
I've never traded crypto. Probably never will unless it's like through a CME product.
NVIDIA rolling over a little bit here. Yeah, M just sent in the group chat GLD. I know Jordan's away right now, but gold just freaking ripped.
Terran, yeah.
I got my sell orders now.
You're short in gold?
I'm trying it. Yeah, I need it like 5 points higher.
Yeah, on the daily, I mean, you kind of had the you got this like moving averages going sideways and you're breaking back above the 9. So if you like it for maybe more of a swing trade, had a small longer this morning. I already sold it, but I do have another account that I got some gold puts in though. Short puts, that is. Check out some of my auto trading.
How did that?
GOD still popping.
I think it's bull amp. Nope, not at all.
Gold's been in a 4-hour squeeze since Thursday during lunchtime. It's been curling upside.
Healthcare continues to just rip higher too. XLV.
UNH finally bounced, but not until we reach that 50% retracement of this range.
Yeah, right off.
Now I can start to trust the bounce a little bit after we rebalanced to that.
Yeah, we kind of came back down to that like 305, 306 area. But need to get back above like 345 to get more constructive to the long side.
Where'd you get bullish Tesla? New all-time highs? I'm extremely bullish Tesla here. But I don't know. That might have been a question for Will. I'm extremely bullish here. But he might have been asking you. I don't know. Because you were chatting with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tesla, if we can reclaim like into the 430s and start to break some trend, then I think, yeah, we could probably go back up there. But I need a little more confirmation, kind of above those areas, because right now the way it looks to me is you have a break of a big structure that you've had from basically September. You have a breakdown and a retest. You had rejection on Thursday. Now you're coming back up to it. So could we trade back into range? We could, but it's a lot of overhead supply. That's all I'm saying. Longer term, I mean, yeah, if we get, I'd love to see it back at 350 for a buy, and the 200 catches up. I like it. I like it for that trade for sure. But I just don't like the breakdown of that bigger structure. At least on the short time frame, daily and shorter than that.
Oh my god, I was wondering why I couldn't put my gold sell limit at like 0.5. I had my tick size set to 2.
Is there something going on gold?
Stripping a bit.
I don't know. It's bid. I'm trying to short it, but it won't come up to my orders. Short it. Get me 200 points down.
Yeah, we'll see with Tesla. I could care less about this quote unquote bear flag, because I don't even think it's a bear flag, but I also don't look at the market like that. So
We can just long everything, no?
Yeah. Sweeping October lows, Rizzo. I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you look at Tesla on the weekly, the back test around 385, right to the 21 EMA. It lines up right where the bottom of those two candlesticks are. I mean, it was right at 385. I mean, it was perfect.
Oh, you're telling me we held the midpoint perfectly? Yeah, there's just no world where I'm bearish. Yeah, we'd have to break pretty far down for me to be bearish.
I mean,
we have to lose all of this because all of this
Yeah.
is dead space where bulls are defending. If we're under all this structure, okay, I start to get worried. But like holding that, I got no reason to be. And shit, if I'm wrong, I'll own up to it. I don't care. I'm still gonna hold it. But
I mean, my cost basis is, I think, 238 for Tesla shares.
yeah,
And personally, do I think Tesla's gonna come back anywhere near that anytime soon?
I don't.
Not a fucking chance, honestly.
I got the algo level on gold at 41.10s.
What's the best chair for traders? Any recommendations? I got a recommendation. This is the one I'm sitting in. I think Casey uses a similar one. I'll bring it up. Hold on. Autonomous AI. These are going to be my favorite, at least. This is the one I run, I think. No, this is the one I run right here. She's nice. This is my favorite though. They have a bunch of desks and other stuff as well. Upwork. Yeah, I mean, it's been doing good.
We'll say the Dow does look a little bit worse. I'm just saying, I'm looking at these daily charts. I'm trying to go through all the sectors and look. Just kind of looking broad. Like, looking at XLI, like, man, that thing really needs to get some strength here, or that's going to be in trouble. The banks. I mean, XLF doesn't look super great down here. Communications. A little downtrend.
Can we go ahead and just get this intraday little pullback at this critical area and then bounce and then go higher in like a day or two? Like, why is this taking forever?
Like, we're just pinned right here. And we're
Like-
right at the. You're right at the 50-day, really. I mean, call it plus or minus 5 points, but I mean, you're
I'm
right
surprised just even coming into this area right now, we're not seeing a lot of volume come in. Like, where things are sitting at, like, this is a pretty critical area. You think we'd see a little bit more reaction or more volume coming into this area, but it's just
there. It's going to be a thin week because it's holiday. You got people off, you know, institutions, etc.
Alrighty, filled my gold short.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
He's short the golds.
I think ES has like 10 to a dozen points room here. I think that's as wide as we're going to be at these highs. I don't think we're going to break like 740s, and I don't think we're going to break below 700s. I will not be trading it already in green and locked up, but that's what I'm thinking.
Does this gold just 100 on the bid? Jeez. We're gonna get another 50 points.
Dude, it's aggressive. I mean, on the daily, I mean,
Yeah, they're smacking it.
I think more than 150, 170 today if it's moving like this.
Oh, there's like no liquidity.
Yeah,
with these
right.
guys, though.
Well, I got stopped already. Pretty quick.
I am gonna trim.
Don't make him trim.
I did a little earlier. I trimmed about a quarter of the position on my Meta Butterfly for Friday. Again, bought it for $1.91. I sold the first batch at $5.05. And it's marking 450 right now. I might trim another quarter.
Keep an eye on Amazon right here. Intraday. It's at a pretty interesting area.
Dude, I want that
Search
ding
for
as like an
upside.
alarm to wake up.
Gonna try it again.
I'm almost tempted to. I want to sell call spreads like tomorrow, like 67.50, 67.75.
I am at entry right here on my SPX and IWMs.
I just don't think we go blazing through there.
Can you check this DM chart? Zoom. Let's go see what Zoom is doing.
I don't think I've traded Zoom since COVID.
All right. I think I've traded this thing like twice. It was a decent swing long over the weekend from where previous session on Friday back tested and held. And then it got the nice push back up. It hit the Wednesday low. And now it's between that and the previous day high. So as of right now, I don't see much here, but it was at a decent spot for a little swing long over the weekend from 78.50 to 80.25 is the spot. And someone said they have earnings today. So, yeah, it's now a gamble. Chart technical analysis does not give a fuck about these numbers later.
Let's do this. Gap up and rip tomorrow? I don't think so.
Shit, if anything, I think we gap back down.
We're probably gonna end up doing nothing this
Almost.
week when you look at the end of the week and the end of the week close and beginning of the week open. I don't think we're gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking tomorrow, I might put this on. Let's see. 67.45, 67.55, 67.80, 90-cent credit. Broken wing. I mean, it prints if we do rally up into that 67.50. But I just think that you got too much. You get the 20 simple above you. You got this trend line. Worst case scenario, you collect 90 cents. I like it.
Who's crunching munching?
Want a bean burrito?
Sounds delicious. Oh, what do we have on SPX?
I'll be right back.
You have a ceiling building around 67.20, 67.25, and your floor below you at 67.05. And
Where's we going, Casey?
Nowhere.
We're parked right here.
Yeah, like right now. I mean, you see positioned just both sides of this shit. I personally, I just want to see a little bit lower, and then just close down there. Close, like for SPY, bring it down to 668, 667 before end of day, and just close it there. Gap down a little bit, go back down to equilibrium previous day high, 664.7. Open up there tomorrow, and we trade this same exact range again. I mean, best case scenario, SPY overtakes 670, actually closes above it before market close. You get the gap up to 672, which would be my short area, but that happens overnight, and that hits, and it pulls back down to 670 or right here. And then this right here is where we open up tomorrow morning. I mean, they want this shit higher.
Tessie trying to set up 3 black eyes. What is that?
Closing IWM at entry, leaving SPX for right now, because it actually is going green during this chop.
What's the 3 black eyes?
3 black eyes. Never
Is
heard
that
of that
some
one.
random chart pattern I don't know?
You got the 3
Three
black crows, or
Yeah, it might have been like
or 3
a
green
typo thing.
soldiers. Heard of that? I don't know what time frame. Maybe the.
Do you know what all that is? People are going to get mad. It's just a fair value gap, guys. was a cooker past few days.
Returned.
What is up?
New highs.
Yeah. I'm going to close the rest of SPX as well. I'm going to be flat.
Is this Bitcoin pump fake? Not necessarily. But actually, it's doing what I want right now.
Yeah, it's coming up from an oversold area.
I want us to hold above this year's lows until the new year. So it's doing what I want. It's bouncing where I want it to.
Very oversold.
I don't think this is like a giant. I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like, Bitcoin's down like what, 36% or something. So like,
yeah,
obviously, like that's a buy
4%
for most people. But I'm still looking for some lower prices. I did pick up a little bit, but I'm not going full fledged and buying a crazy amount.
Yeah, I got a small. I'll cut it if it gets back to break even. But I
mean,
mean the other
it
one
did a lot.
that I look at in an uptrend is, it's hidden bullish divergence is where if you go to the weekly chart, we put in a lower low in the RSI versus the swing low in April, and the price did not put in a lower low. So you could say that momentum is already further down than the previous price. So that usually you can get responsive buying in an uptrend. So I'm not surprised. Now, what do we do at 100,000 is what I think is going to be once we rally back up to the moving averages and stuff like that. What do we do? What's the price action look like there? You know, the 200 days at 103 or just shy of 104. So I think you need to look at and see how price trades around the moving averages. Do we get rejected? Do we trade through them?
But ultimately, yeah, the pump's fake.
It seems like you got clear skies to 91, but after that, it looks like there'll be some
Well,
turbulence.
91 just catches you up to the moving average, right?
Oh, that
Yeah.
wasn't even what I was looking at. So that is funny that lined up.
Yeah, 91.2 is the 8 period. So on the short
And there we
time
go.
frame, you know, 91.2 puts you in that spot, and then north of that, the 20 period's all the way at 100,000, which kind of lines up with some of the previous lows of structure, right around 100 to 101. So that wouldn't shock me at all. I'd love to see us trade back to the 20. And then, yeah, your 8 period weeklies also right at 101. Trade it for a bounce if you're in it. You know, keep the stop tight. If we fail at the first moving average, then, you know, cut it. Can always get back in later. Doesn't look like there's any sellers in sight. On a different note, I am putting on a trade in TLT.
Getting longer.
I like. I like the move up today, actually on Friday, and then a little bit more today. Yields coming a little lower. So I do like out in December, 25 days to expiration. You can sell the 88.5 put spread it off however much you want. I'd say like 88.5, maybe the 85's got a little bid there if you want to put a put spread on. The thought is Fed, obviously, rhetoric changed that they're 77% going to cut. Cutting rates, more dovish Fed, obviously puts a little bit of a floor under the bonds, so that should help rates come down. So if you want to put spread trade,
I own that thing
that would
outright.
be a good one. TLT?
Just do not do it.
I just love if you're trading like whatever it is. I love having uncorrelated assets, different positions. Just helps balance it out. If you're all in tech or you have trades all in tech, they can kind of all move together.
Yeah.
So, whether you trade bonds or again, positions on the currencies and oil and some other stuff. So I try to trade different stuff and try to keep the correlation kind of separated. Helps balance out some of your risk as well.
Shit. I'm going to run out to my car.
I mean, I don't think it's out of the question Meta could run up to 630s, over the next few sessions. It is possible.
Gosh, that volatility just got drained out.
Yeah.
Significantly smaller moves on the candles that we're seeing, just like compared to the last week. It sucks.
Yeah, it's so thin this week.
It was still, pretty good this morning, and then we just kept ripping, and it just got flushed out, and all that volatility is pretty much gone. I mean, You look at NQ. Look at this. This whole range is only 47 points. That range on Friday would have been 150-point range right there. Ridiculous.
Would have done that one candle 2 weeks ago, dude.
Yeah. I gotta run to my car real quick. I'll be right back. We're gonna hit that blue line I have? That's my next level. 977.25. Let's see.
IWM almost back to getting close to 240. I want to see it right against the 20. 240, 50.
You guys can't hear that music, right?
No.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Casey, you got puts in IWM, you said? What expiration?
No, I just closed them a little bit ago at entry.
Oh, they're for intraday trade?
Yeah. Yeah, I just took them earlier at 240 and came down a little bit, went green, went back up, started to reclaim. I was like, yeah. It was just an extra little day trade lotto. If it went, it went. It still can, absolutely. It's been in the squeeze for a few now.
was thinking about selling like a little risk reversal, like selling like the 242 and a halves out to Friday. Probably do a make it, or you can spread them off depending on your risk. Maybe buying like a put spread in there or something. Try to do it for nothing. Because I do think once we get up into this like 241 area, it's there. You got overhead supply. You got a trend line. You got the 20. I mean, I think 240, 250 is a relatively safe strike for Friday. Could we drill through there? Sure, but after today's move, probably going to pause at least at the trend line. So,
outside of trading, do you guys have any other tools you recommend? I use a decent amount. I mean, I use Edgeful pretty much every day. You guys know that. For a lot of the data we're using, like the data for my midnight open trades, comes from this. IB, all the data comes from this. So using Edgeful because we're always trying to trade with that data. Obviously, Clear Edge for automation stuff. But pretty much everything goes down on TradingView. I know MP's is a little book map.
I want to share this trade.
If any of you guys are more on like the quanti side and you like to program and stuff like that, I use Quant Connect a bunch to write stuff.
There you go.
And I use Data Bento data religiously. If you guys like to write your own stuff, then the limit is literally how much time you could put into it.
That's awesome.
But I get that that's like, not a lot of people can always do that.
All right, so I just did this little IWM trade. Little risk reversal. I do like these setups against area of resistance. I'll put this up to, or can I post it on there? I don't know, can we? Basically sold two a 1x2 basically what I call it, but two contracts sold the 242.50s, 247, so $5 wide, and then bought the 239, 234 put spread. As long as IWM doesn't close over 242.50 by Friday, the trade is basically what I would say a small profit of $41 credit. But if we do push a little lower, you got a max profit of $541. So I like trading that type of structure.
We lost Will.
There he is.
There he is.
My back?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got rugged for a second.
I rugged myself.
You're good.
I don't know if you guys heard. Yeah, but anyways.
We got up to $41 credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a $41 credit there as long as it stays under 242.50 in IWM. So selling the call spread for Friday, buying the 239, 234 put spread. The whole trade is a credit as long as it stays under 242.50. Your max risk is if it rips all the way to 247.50, which would be a massive move. The reason I picked that strike, it's very close to the that would be a pretty big move by the end of the week. Not saying it couldn't happen, but it's $1,000 worth of risk. but the trade probability at entry of profit is over 74% when you look at the options. So high probability trade with resistance above you.
Will, do you use delta as a probability of it getting to that strike?
So I look at I trade options on through Tasty Trade, and it gives you a lot of those parameters, like, you know, what when you set the trade up based on all the Greeks, what's your probability of making 50% of the credit or the profit on the trade? What's the probability of 100%? And then obviously when you look at like max loss scenarios, I try to, but it'll model all that for you depending on the broker you're using. I use Tasty Trade. I just think it's great for options because it gives you a lot of that info up front. So I like to sell, like I said, like one of the things I do the most is I sell a ton of credit, kind of on all different products, but I like to put the math on my side.
Em said, hide your longs. I'm coming. Uh-oh. I'm short.
Or, yeah. I mean, this is definitely the spot to be looking for.
This is a spot to be at, right against the 50 area. Yeah, they just took it a bit lower. Maybe I can share. I'll kind of, well, maybe I can send you what I'm looking at, or Jordan can pull it up, screenshot it. Kind of how I look at them. Let's see, Friday.
Oh, here he is. The man himself.
Saw them.
Mr. Emperador.
Oh, dog.
So, dog? You short? Trying? Oh.
I don't think you do anything.
That's okay, Zeus.
Gold-
Saying he's more.
Gold
on
looks like a
Lotus
long.
Centers. We were checking on earlier because I saw your chat in our group chat. That you're like, it's going off.
There's something's going on.
Yeah.
But today's such a strong trend day. I mean, I don't see how you fight it.
Nah.
But if you're on futures, I mean, how most of you trade anyway. But if you do like options, like this is a really good risk reward spot on buying SPX.
Jordan, I just sent you a screenshot of that trade that I set up just so people can see kind of how I saw them.
On Twitter?
Yeah, I just sent you a message.
Here, I'll share it. Give me 1 sec.
Just kind of what it looks like.
Here you go, guys. This is what Will was
Yeah.
showing.
So this is, it might be tough to see, I know, down
Here,
there. But
I can,
yeah, there you go. Probably zoom into the lower area is really where.
down
So if you
here.
look like on the bottom left. So when I set this trade up, obviously it's till Friday. If you look at where it says pop all the way on the left, it's got a 71% chance of being profitable. So it's negative 70 delta. My max risk on the trade is 946. My max profit's 454. You say, well, that's a lot of risk. However, I'm selling the 29 delta calls, and I'm doing it for a net credit of 54 cents. So as long as we stay under 240, 250 by Friday, I keep the 54 cents. And if we drift a little lower, that drifts into profit. So the reason obviously we just talked, now you go to the chart and you say, okay, look at IWM. The reason I'm targeting that area is because there's resistance above us right around that 240, 250. So that's where I want the short strike to be. So if you don't have moving averages on there, but if you look at
No, we lost him again. I keep
It runs again.
unstable,
How does Will keep getting out? There we go.
I think
No,
it's me. It's my connection.
Oh, okay. I got you though.
But you kind of see how I structure that. So you got some, and you got the 20 simple right above us as well. So I kind of look at it like that's, I'd like to be short against those higher levels, or at least short the calls there.
Yeah.
Now, if we go ripping through it, okay, but the trade is 70% chance of being profitable. I like those odds.
Exactly.
100%.
Apple's still going.
Oh, so what are we doing? Nothing. Fraud comes
back
up
and forth.
10.5%.
Fraud comes a monster today, dude.
Insane. What has not been insane is Oracle. It's done nothing.
Netflix getting a little perky here. Everything else pulling back.
Trying that relative weakness is tough breaking down from this range, but still trading in this whole zone of mine. That midpoint.
I just wonder if we could touch the freaking 21 EMA once today. That's how strong this trend has been. We have not touched it since the open. And,
on a one?
On the NASDAQ, 5 minute. The old 5 minute 21. We touched it one time on SPY and ES, and it bought up immediately. And now we're touching it for the second time. We haven't touched it on NASDAQ yet.
ONDS up 25%.
Can we come down?
I think I saw somebody in the chat. Somebody was like, "Who you guys were saying last week to take puts?" I specifically said it was a vanity trade. I said for fun.
Look at this, yeah, up 70% from
I
these lows.
specifically said the options were terrible for puts to take.
Right. That was for fun.
Was the Watt bender.
Yeah.
He also said it wouldn't go below $6 again, and it did Friday.
$5.99, didn't it?
Yeah, what was it, like 86 or something, 93?
Yeah.
HD looks rough.
Yeah. Home Depot does not look good. What does Lowe's look like just for
What is the ticker?
Worse.
I had it.
Hello, W.
I'm pretty sure it's just low because the price is low.
Yeah.
Another one. I mean, honestly, like you could almost think about maybe a short there on the daily. You're under the 200. You rallied back to it. You failed.
I think we got to go grab all these lows.
Yeah, like
all these relative equal lows. That's all liquidity that needs to get freaking abruptly ran through.
You do have some support at 229, at least from the previous highs there, but I don't know.
Here, how about we do this? How about we do this? Just flip it upside down. Is it more enticing to the upside now?
Yeah. Maybe.
Looks like nothing. It looks like a nothing trade.
Yeah, maybe nothing.
That's rough.
We got to pull up something we haven't traded. So you guys, no one's traded in a while. That no one's looking at.
Give me a ticker. I only look at NQ.
So here, the other reason for that IWM trade, just to add some more to it, go to KRE real quick. Daily chart. Draw a trend line from the very top of that range through all those highs. Where are we? Bang.
Right there, basically.
So obviously, if that pushes and breaks out, that would be a obviously bullish ride by him, right? But if we're at trend line that we've respected before, you're against some previous areas. If we reject off there, that's another reason, another area of resistance. Or at least we hold there, maybe drift down and then let the moving averages catch up and then go through it.
Oh, we almost touched the 21.
They're going to rug everybody in the last hour right to 6,600. Friday's close.
No, if anything, 67.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
Almost said it. I almost said it, chat. They didn't get me. Oh. M's breaking out of the downtrend.
See, definitely like this area.
I have a level drawn at 34.88. Like, tried to hold it, pushed through it, and reclaimed it today. Pushed through the daily 9 today.
I like that we finally grabbed all these lows. Took all that out.
Once Palantir got through that 160, like 160 area, it launched up pretty nicely. Ooh, closed under the 21 on ES. Make that high of day.
I didn't know that we could look at the chat on Restream. I always had 2 tabs open.
Yeah, you can just watch it on Restream because then you get to see the X chats as well.
Yeah, that's much better.
Oh, here we go. 6,700.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, little rollover. Just had to walk down and get some lunch.
Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
I mean, this breath, though, even still, advanced decline only plus 41. Again, Friday, we were plus 448 at the highs. We're plus 39 today.
Kind of crazy, honestly. I mean, I know Friday was a big, like the numbers are a little skewed because of the price action, but
Sure.
all things considered, I thought it would be better than that still today.
Right. So the question is, you say, okay, we're up 600 points in the NQs and 100 handles in the S&P and the ES, and you go, Breast only up
Look at
36.
like Valdi. Valdi is like relatively low comparatively to all the other days. Valdi Q has been nice today, but Valdi, like just the broader S&P up volume, down volume, not strong on a relative basis. Positive, but not strong.
Oh, 6,700 break SPX, baby.
Lush.
Daggone. If I would have waited 15 more minutes, now they're up 75%. Motherfucker.
I watch this thing
They
could
say-
fly back up in your face at any point.
Yeah.
I wonder if those IWMs even moved anything. No. Barely.
How dirty would it be if they just drop this? I have zero faith that they can actually drop this. But
I wanted to see like 668, 667 on SPY for a decent drop into the close, bounce, hold, and just chill into the close there. But
They'll probably pin this.
right here, around right here,
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Who knows?
like 668 would be.
I'd love to drop it at least $1 lower on SPY.
Yeah.
Where does that take you?
The midpoint of the order block is at 667.13, which is $1.20 lower than this candle that just made. That's essentially what I was looking for.
That's what I would much rather see.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You tell them.
My son are fighting Charizard versus I don't know who the other one was.
Blastoise. It's gotta
It's
be.
either well, we don't have these are giant stuffed animals that are like the size of my 3-year-old. There's a Bulbasaur, there's a Charmander, a Charizard.
Well,
There's a Pikachu involved.
IWM is coming to that first low intraday target from the short, so now watch to see if they do a little bouncy bounce or something right here, or if they stall it after that candle. Rolling. NVIDIA hit that equal low from 145. Not looking too good, but daggone, son.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This.
I wanted this move
Where'd
like
you find this one?
20 minutes ago. It took too long.
I feel like M's taste in music is very aligned with mine.
You don't even want to see what my music. Apple headline. Bloomberg reporting Apple's cut jobs. No, I've got a wild mix. So a lot of hip hop, a lot of Spanish music. Some Coco Melon is in there.
Coco Melon?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's
my
nothing,
kids-
My
there's
YouTube
nothing worse.
YouTube account gets used.
Yeah, they're the
Uh-huh.
same thing as my YouTube and my Amazon Music. There's nothing worse than when I'm bumping rap music in my car on Amazon Music, and then when I skip it, it plays super simple songs, and then it just starts playing freaking these little jingles, and I'm like, man, way to kill my
This is
vibe.
little jingles.
The other one's been K-pop. Whatever this, like, Demon Hunters or something. I don't know what the show is.
Oh yeah.
Something my kids have been watching, and there's actually they're kind of bangers, but kind of not. They're kind of cheesy. Not bad though. Who's the best? Us. Hello.
Hello, motherfucker. Hey, hi, how you doing?
Wheezy.
It's Wheezy in the building. Come take a shit in there and on the toilet.
On the toilet bowl.
What a lyrical genius.
Yeah, but now he doesn't even remember his own lyrics.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad. Like
They're like-
the metaphors that he's like put in some of his old songs. I'll tell you right now. You know what the best song? But if you listen to the lyrics, just all the metaphors that are in there, is "Blunt Blowing."
Mm-hmm. All
Like-
the old Wayne, like from late 2000s.
Like
Carter 2,
Blunt-
Drought 3.
"Blunt Blowing" is one of my favorites. Like the chorus, yeah, I mean the chorus hits hard too, but everything other than that, it is freaking. I freaking love it.
He had so many do it. There was like one interview where they were like reading him his
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
the latex line.
Yeah.
And he was like, I said that.
Yeah, I've seen that. Who said that? I said that?
Let me
Because
pull
you don't
this
want
up
that
real quick.
latex.
Let me see if I can find.
Bob Bender, what's the bet?
Get
us
on
to
us.
4 before it goes to 11. What's the bet?
Full port long.
¿Cómo? Wait, contesta.
New high or $4? Till then, nobody wins. Just because you said it wouldn't go under $6, it went under $6 Friday. Don't think I didn't forget.
He ain't gonna let that go.
Hey, where's Tarek at?
Tariq.
He's in there earlier.
Tariq,
Tariq.
you like that video I sent you?
Oh, Lodra, yes. That was funny. But I put up a wall, and they just wallpaper.
They say I'm a mistake, but that's why they. Or what does it say? What does he say on the next one?
So
He
we
said
learn from
You
mistakes.
learn from mistakes. but
That's why they mistake me.
Yeah, dude, I'm
I got some weight on my shoulders.
To
To me, it's like feathers.
Oh hell, Wheezy. Call it bad.
Call
weather.
it bad weather.
God damn. I like when he says times have changed, but fuck it, get a new watch. I still got the vision like a line between two dots. I was like,
Two dots.
oh shit.
Oh my god.
Everybody's selling dreams. I'm too cheap to buy one.
And then he says some stuff. You're like, what? Shoot that hummingbird down, hummingbird don't hum. Like, what?
Those random shit.
Do it for the money. I am such a hooker.
And
That whole
freedom
song's like
was
still
my
going through my head.
Fucking hooker. You can look into the future. It's right behind your eyelids. but
Your
I don't wanna
eyelids.
know, cause shit, I like surprises. That back to some EMA is looking like a potential short right here.
I just got no faith that it's gonna roll over today.
Here, let's see something real quick. Where the SPX put sitting at?
50% retracement would be to 66.71 in today's move. I don't think you're getting that though.
Nah.
Not with an hour, 20 minutes to go. Maybe.
We did leave a tasty little gap down below us.
Yes, we did.
Tasty.
Oh yeah, we're at power hour. I was like, damn, these premiums are moving quick on SPX. Yeah, we got 1 hour left.
Yeah. The amount of just stuff that it's amazing. Everyone's just like, oh, we're back, full max long, all-time highs coming next week. Like, it's just,
We're so back.
we're so back. Everything's just a full port long.
All the time, always.
Then they're gonna rug them all tomorrow to new lows, and they're gonna go, oh, we'll get the next one.
We'll get the next one.
Get the bullshit out. I'm Edward with the scissors.
Like, unless SPX reclaims the 50-day, breaks this trend line, and gets back above the 20 period, I ain't going all in long. I can tell you that. I ain't even thinking about a long.
Life is a choice, and death is a decision. I was looking at those SPX 6695s. They were at 380, 390. Where are they sitting at now? 450.
Oh, baby.
I'd rather take the ES short on that back test and sit in 0 DTEs right here.
If
The
we
other
do
crazy
fall, where
thing
do
is-
we fall to?
On what, SPX?
Yeah, back to the 9 on the hourly, like 66.71, which would fit perfect with a 50% retracement.
75 or 60.
And Fiona, grab the screen. I gotta pop out for a second.
Yeah.
I'll be right
Let me
back.
close out my incognito tabs. I was on the hub.
Whoa!
That
Like
earnings hub.
HUBB.com, right? The volume profile place.
Yeah, earnings hub.
Oh, that one. Got it.
Now from looking at 380 to 450, now 450 to 520. These premiums are freaking stupid.
Yeah, we pulled back and I'm just sitting like barely up 7% on mine.
Now 550. Oh my god, I should have just grabbed a few.
I'm doing it.
I was gonna say Little Wayne's, like his features were the other ones that like went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
What was that? What's the one with Busta Rhymes where he like raps super fast?
That doesn't narrow it down,
Oh, Look at me now. No.
Yeah, look at me now. Look at me
Yeah.
now.
Oh, that's a Chris Brown song, yeah.
I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know, but I don't want to stop. Because I know I gotta win every day.
You know, when want to
No, Little Wayne's
you never float me.
Little Wayne's verse on that one though.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? I'm Lil Tunchi. I'm a nuisance. I go stupid. I go dumb like the Three Stooges. I don't eat sushi. I'm the shit. No, I'm pollution or substitution. I'm that bitch that it moves that my jacuzzi, bust that Josie. Never give a fuck about a hater. Got money on my radar. Dressed like a skater.
Man, freaking throwback is forever.
Oh yeah.
with Drake,
Drake.
Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
2009.
Dude,
What
that
is
was
it? I have
going
a
back in
man,
time.
I have a man.
fucking
That's
middle
in college.
school. God, that was. Oh, you said college. Damn, I
I
was
was in
sixth
college.
grade.
I was listening to that on my my Beats headphones on the field warming up pre-game.
All right, I'm gonna throw you way back. Ready? First MP3 player I had. You ready? Was an RCA, and it had 64 megabytes of storage. That's it.
Yeah. Did I had one. I think mine was a Sony, but I know it was a Sony, but I can't remember. But yeah, it held like 23 songs, I think.
God, mine was like this blue circle of an MP3 player. Let me see if I can.
And then I had a Zune player. It was by Microsoft. Zune, Zune.
Let me see if I can
Never-
Google that
never
and
seen
see
that.
if shit pops up. Oh, damn, that's it. It's by Sony. Look at that.
And then I remember, I don't know, like, because you guys, I don't know, you probably went through this, but like for me, like MP3 players came out, I was like going into high school. And I remember like I would wear a hoodie and I'd poke a hole through like the back of the pouch and I'd run the cord up through my sleeve. I'd sit in class with like my hand on my ear like this and just listen to music on the MP3 player all day.
We would do
My
that.
my first
Even now you'd be able to
MP3
do that.
player was Sony, the Network Walkman.
We would just route the cord, like I would we put the hood on, route the cord, just keep it in the pocket, and then have the wire going up through the shirt, and just keep the hood on, and then just like
Yeah, and you just put
Yeah,
your hand
oh,
just
yeah.
like this. Yeah.
uh-huh.
No, that's why I was saying I ran it through my sleeve. Like, and then to the back of the pouch, so you could not see it literally anywhere.
Did,
It's
Yeah,
did,
I was
did
just-
you guys
just
did you guys
sit
ever
right
cheat
there.
in school doing that? Because I did. So
Oh.
like before, like for studying purposes, for a test, I would create a voice memo on my phone of me studying and talking about the answers, and then I would take my test and run that fucking headphone up to my ear, and I would just listen to myself talk about everything that I studied and all the answers, and just be
Just
flipping
on
through the
repeat.
fucking- yeah, just on
sit there
repeat.
for like 5 minutes. Like, wait, get back to
Yep.
the good part.
Yep, I would just look at the questions, and usually it went like in a specific category, whatever it was. And the second we hit that on the test, and I'm talking about it, I go to that page or that list of questions and just start freaking hitting those ones, and then just kept flipping back and forth through the papers. I did that shit all the time.
I remember there was a kid in my class that he put a piece of tape on the bottom of his shoe and wrote a bunch of answers on it. And he kept like, he'd sit there and like scratch his ankle and look at the bottom of his shoe. And the teacher caught him because he kept scratching his leg like 10 times. The teacher thought he
Got
had
poison
like,
ivy.
yeah, like the teacher was like, do you need to go to the nurse or something? Let me see your leg. And there was like this giant piece of scotch tape on the bottom. I'll never forget that.
You couldn't remember the math formulas to solve problems, so you wrote them on the desk like in really light, like with your pencil.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
Oh,
here's
yeah,
another
yeah.
throwback.
I just
Yeah.
put that
What
shit, like in the
about,
top.
And then
top
you could just
corner of my
wipe
desk.
it. You could
Just
wipe
wipe
it.
it when you're done. Like there's nothing to see here. Nope, it's gone.
What
But I don't know how these. I don't
the
know how the
TI
kids cheat today
calculator.
now.
TI.
Oh yeah, I had the TI-84.
Yeah.
I had a game on mine. I can't remember. It was like I downloaded a game somehow. Like there was like a pinball one. It was like a Tetris and something else. And I would just sit there and it looked like I was doing homework or whatever, and I'd just be sitting there playing games on the graphic
800.
calculator.
I got this calculator that can
135.
understand code, and I haven't ever programmed something useful into it, but I really should. I'm just kidding, I
Snake,
won't do
yeah,
that.
I had the snake game on my calculator. I had a Sony Walkman. I had the one that like was a CD player but had like no skip on it. But you could like actually like, run with it. It had like a strap for your hand. You'd run with this giant like CD player like in your palm of your hand.
God, is IWM ever gonna break this freaking spot? And flush into the close or not?
I don't know,
What's
but this
Emily
breath is only +9.
Do you guys ever have a BlackBerry?
Yes.
Nah.
I didn't.
BBM.
I didn't have it, but I had a bunch of friends that had it. I think I don't know if my dad or somebody had one, but I used to play Brick Breaker all the time.
Oh, you speak it into an existence. IWM trying to break through that spot.
I gotta take like a day or two and try to turn my dad's old BlackBerry on. I would use that as my daily phone. I love that analog keyboard, bro. I don't know why we went away from that. Really?
I hated that keyboard. But see, I had one called a Blackjack. I don't know if you ever heard of the Blackjack.
Fuck me, man.
Here, I'll show you the Blackjack. This is the one I had. It was a Samsung.
Now those SPX is talking about them from 450. Now 700. IWM is giving the move.
Yep.
Gosh dang.
And it had the full keyboard.
Dude, I love the keyboard on the phone, man.
No.
Oh, my puts are up 12%.
I know. I just missed out on like $400 or $500 more of gains.
Got like 12 more points to go on ES.
There's 668 on SPY.
I really don't think we break 6,700 on ES.
Oh, I did a butterfly. I forgot. Hello. Daily.
Mm-hmm.
What are we at? Marking it. Oh, yeah. Come on down. I did it at 667 in XSP. Let's see how that's moving in. So far,
I don't know how kids even like cheat today, unless like because there's like AI detectors and stuff now. Like, dude, and everything's like
really don't work.
They've ruined the fun.
Well, like I think about that, and I think about like if you do everything on like iPads and stuff now, like.
Well, like before I take a math test, I have to study for quite a while. But I remember putting that much effort into cheating. You know, that like kind of effort isn't put in now. And, you know, like it's missing.
It is crazy how much with.
I just remember school was so easy. I didn't even have to cheat.
That was
in Chicago, only 30% of the kids even go to school, so it doesn't matter.
That's funny, actually.
It's really worrying, actually.
That's in the city, like in the.
That's not surprising. Come on, dude, it's Chicago.
Yeah.
A once great American city.
And I'm
Now
proud
turned
to
into
be
Chirac,
an
they say.
American.
I remember when I was a tutor, that was a weird experience. Some people just
I
want
taught
you to do their
Spanish
homework.
classes as a tutor. Like the kids had to go like for their Spanish classes. You could like half your grade was just like doing participation stuff, and so like they just went to the like little study hall tutor thing. Feds Daily says she supports lowering rates.
That she does. She just.
I remember tutoring a class I was taking for the first time as well. That was fun.
Yeah, so there's your Fed rate cut headline. IWM just pop on that?
Yep, a smidge.
Not really.
Nothing really happening.
I mean, I think at this point it's not material because it's priced in. But I can tell you the breath at -6 right now on a 95 point up day. What are the decline here? You know what we should do is look at what are the decliners today.
Dude, Meta is just. I think this is it. I think it's gonna do it now.
You got a lot of decliners.
See what happens on Fed Watch after those comments.
Yeah, I think we talked about this morning. It's right now. What is it? 8? Now it's a little higher. 3%.
Well, it's 10 minutes delayed, so give it like 10 minutes and let that headline hit it too.
When we looked at it this morning, it was at 77. So it's even moved up already. Little pop in the 2-year bonds. I'm aggressively long the 2 years. Not a fun one, but
We used to say I'm irresponsibly long.
I have an irresponsible long position in the 2 years.
Irresponsibly short right now.
Large deltas. I mean, they're telling you they're cutting rates. They're gonna cut. And I don't see with oil trading $58, I don't see all of a sudden we're going to get a bunch of inflation somewhere. It's just not on my radar.
What's going on with the cruise lines?
Ooh, I was short.
What'd you do,
Royal
KC?
Caribbean.
KC, what'd you do to the cruise lines, dude? RCL just got crushed.
What is
Rug
that?
City.
Oh,
Shit. Whoa. Okay. CCL and NCLH. What are they doing?
They're
Uh-oh.
all getting rugged.
Oh my god. What
what just happened?
fuck? What is that? What's the headline?
A couple boats just sunk, I think. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. What
Dude.
the fuck? I mean, they bounce it here, right? Right? Bounce, so I cut it off? I mean, what is...
Bouncer, I cut it off.
Oh
The only
my
thing that's bouncing is
God.
the only thing that's bouncing is that life raft down in the water.
Dude.
Oh god, look at this,
my
dude.
God. No, okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something stupid. Hold on.
I don't even know what these daily charts look like. Oh no, RCL looks bad.
CL option is always terrible. It's always NCLH and CCL. Let's see. Let's see what they do right here. Come on. Film a life raft.
What? I don't even know what that headline is. I just heard the headline.
I'm searching for something. I don't see anything.
I don't see any headlines either. Grinding tickers.
I was short Royal Caribbean from like in the 300s in that break because I just think travel's going to be limited.
CCL bouncing hit previous week low, looking good.
Was there news on it? I missed it. Did anybody find anything?
I'm searching right now and I can't find a damn thing.
Or they're just trying to rug it?
Rugged duck.
Is Rizzo just smacking the bid?
Who's freaking?
We could have loved.
Look at that bounce. Look at that bounce. You can't kill Carnival. Because it's been killed already.
Because it's already.
It's dead
And then the Coast
already.
Guard.
I can't find anything.
The Coast Guard.
I
That
don't
needs the
know
whole Navy,
what
dude.
it is.
Man, they're some of these Starbucks down 2 3/4%. Verizon taking a beating.
McDonald's sold off a little bit. Just made a new
Disney
update.
Week. Just
Disney.
looking through the list.
Fuck the mouse.
Coca-Cola taking a little backseat after the
Yo,
river.
Mickey out here catching strays, dude. What the?
Wow. When your chart looks like this.
I mean, okay. So, okay. If you do go to Disney though, I'll give it this. Go to the weekly. Okay.
Well, before I go to the weekly, can we just look at all this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's called
Gap
Ooh.
City.
yeah.
Oh,
Gap-
the 200
Gap City's
week
Tiger.
just got lost. Oh
Hold
no!
on. So this is the last line of defense. Okay. Draw a fib from that swing low to swing high right there. That low to that high, all the way at the bottom to the top. Look. I mean,
Nah.
the
No.
50%
No.
is right there.
No.
It's the last line. If
I ain't long on that. I wouldn't
I ain't
long
long in that
Casey,
shit
I
either.
wouldn't long it with your money, okay?
Yeah. Hey,
I ain't touching that shit.
can we draw this one?
Listen, when it's not $15,000 to go to Disney World and it's somebody tells me it's like 2,500, I'd get interested.
Yeah, right. Well, SPY hit 668, target downside, and they ripping it right back up.
That's what I was saying. You can't fade it.
They are stepping in. Amazon, mentioned that one earlier. It was at a key spot for that potential breakout for upside. It absolutely did. It's back to high day. I bet my algo longed the shit out of it. Yeah, it did.
They just want to cause the pain today. Maybe they want to just close it at the 50-day. That could be
Look at
in the
that.
cards.
I know I put it in. Where's that in the chat? I know I put it in there.
Never heard of
Amazon.
NI. Amazon is investing money into it.
NiSource Inc.
Beautiful Amazonian. Look at that. At 154. And now here we are.
Google just cruising it. Google just made a new all-time high again. It's crazy.
Googly.
Googly moogly. Dang.
That dang
What?
joke.
Broadcom's the one that I did not expect.
That one was looking really good this morning out of the gate. Is it still up there?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a 10% day, 10.7.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Look at that 4 hour. Look at that daily. Dang.
Maybe.
I'm the only one looking at GLD saying this looks really good.
No.
Yes.
I
I
think-
said that earlier on the
I
daily.
think it looks fantastic.
GLD on the daily, I think looked good. I said it last night.
What I'm looking at.
Right above the 9 period on the daily and kind of basing moving averages going sideways, and you got a nice little candle
Yeah,
today.
it's big pullback push back up, come down and consolidate and curl. Looks good to me. DC has a little cleaner look to it. Hold that 4,000.
Great Google Limo.
I'm just looking through the losers list of S&Ps and just looking at all these charts.
Here's what I was talking about earlier. John Deere reclaiming the 200-day, getting out of a kind of a downtrend. You're going to run into a bunch of supply up here, but still a constructive look to it. Caterpillar's got
I
a
had
little
shorted
high
that
and tight
name
flag.
around the breakdown of 500. I was short there, and I covered it around the 450 area just because if you look left on the weekly, there was some support right around the 445 area. So that's where I covered my short on that trade. About $50. But yeah, that's pushing back up.
Wells Fargo was red this morning.
What about look this one?
1% now.
Do HAL Halliburton on the weekly chart. It was probably a great short. It like 28 against all that overhead supply. Go to the left a little more. Don't look good. Broke down all. You got all that above you.
I like the look of this though. This like higher low consolidation.
Amazon about to make a new high. Some flow on MU.
Bitcoin gonna finally get back to like 90K. This is good though. We need some of these oversold bounces to happen. Dude, BMNR up 10%. It's still like, look at this. What is this?
It's a waterfall.
The BMNR daily chart cracks me up. It finally hit the or here's is that 50 week? What's the daily? There you go. Having reversal down under the 200 day. Can't even get
Amazon
how do you go up 17%? You don't even hit a daily 9.
Scary.
Great.
I don't need to fill out an exchange agreement. I'm trying to look at this one.
Yeah.
So the
Every time I'm in the street. Yeah.
Dude, you're getting Dell.
Dude.
How about SLB to the short side? That's another one right looking ugly that just looks like it's probably going to break down. On the daily, below the 200.
Good lord.
Just short another pop. That's all I see.
I just don't want to short it into this consolidation.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But doesn't look like it wants to go anywhere yet.
Dude.
Adobe might be the worst company in the world.
Salesforce looks, oh my God, what happened to that thing? CRM.
Dude, it tried.
To IREN.
It tried.
Looking good. Let me see what we got here.
Right at the daily 9. Gross. What is that? Oh, I'm glad I made money last night because it's been a pretty boring day. You don't get out on a trend day early.
Yeah, you got to jump in and ride the train.
Ooh, him's new high day. What are some
Tell you
of
what,
the
though. Hims against 41 is a short. You get back up against that lower structure, you can sell it there. $41.
It's kind of crazy to see how many of these names you like up 7% on Hood and you're not even at a daily 9 yet.
Yeah. I think that tells you how oversold some of these names are, but
On tier, same story.
so it begs the question, a rally to fade or a rally to buy?
Did they call BS on that healthcare headline from MSNBC?
Got some questionable internet over here. Something's going on. Keep getting disconnected.
Eric Trump tweet for ABTC. I've never even looked at this one. Well, we'll go back to the SPY daily chart here. You're rejecting at the 21 and the 50-day, and you haven't even hit halfback yet. So I know people are trying to get all excited. On the other side, you still haven't even got there on the NASDAQ, which would probably be the most likely next stop. Pretty close. Here's QQQ. I would like to see at least a halfback retrace before we get all excited about all-time highs in Santa Claus again.
Yeah. You got Amazon's got the moving averages above it. I mean, without Google today, Google's just a monster up 6%.
Broadcom.
Take that out. Broadcom's the other one, yeah.
Broadcom's top 10 weighted in the NASDAQ.
Yep. Broadcom, Google.
Also looks good.
Micron.
Amazon under pretty much everything.
Yep.
Costco's dying. Positive from Meta.
Lam Research,
Or
LRCX is another
Microsoft.
one that's up a bunch.
I just don't do
CrowdStrike.
like the big names. Do we just make a new high? Oh yeah, NQ just hit a new high.
I mean, I think you just got to, bounce from oversold levels right now.
I mean, I can't call it anything other than that in good conscience. You can trade a bounce, of course, but
The biggest rallies come in bear markets, I'll tell you that. Not saying we're in a bear market, but I'm just saying in downtrends. You get big counter trend rallies. You can. We're also, you start trading more to negative gamma from an option dealer perspective. The moves become
Hey, look.
larger in both directions.
coin's up 7%, not even close to the daily 9 EMA.
MicroStrategy, MSTR. Michael Saylor quit his job at McDonald's. He's back.
We're so back to Friday. We're back to where we closed on Thursday of last week. Oh, you mean we're so back to October 4th of 2024 levels.
There's a lot of call flow in IREN.
I mean, you have to think if the sentiment around the market is everyone believes in the rally, it's going to go further than you probably want it to, and it's going to be those names that people love that get the biggest bounces. Hood, Palantir, IREN. What's Nebius doing today? Nebius is probably having a big day. 10%. There you go.
Microsoft barely can't catch a bid either, really. It's up just marginally. What about Melee, your favorite?
Which one?
Mercado Libre.
Oh yeah, it got stuffed right here at 2,000. I bought more at 19.
Damn it.
You got a nice uptrend there from the 2022 lows.
Yeah, I still like it. It's been beaten up. The Argentina stuff going on is not helping.
Sure. But I'll tell you what, that's another, I'd call that, if you're not in that name and you want to get in it, that's a good basement window trade for a swing trade. You could get in it kind of right here and stop below, last week's low. You risk $100.
See what IBM still looks really good.
Yeah. Apple's just man, that thing has never moved down, moved sideways, and looks like it wants to go to new all-time highs.
They can't decide if Apple they go there for like the chart trade, like the bullish trade, and they also go there for the safety trade. It's like it's got both things working for it.
Yep.
It wants to go higher, and it needs to go higher soon because Google is almost like gonna pass it.
Yep.
Where are we at? Oh, look who's on top. Largest revenue still. Yeah. Past Microsoft. Wow.
Yeah, so no. Ooh, that one could look scary. Look at ASML on the daily. ASML Holdings. Hey, maybe scroll to the left a bit.
Well, if we
This
come
one's
back
tough
and fill
'cause
some gaps.
It's ASML trades like in the Europe, like time
Yeah.
zone. So like the chart always looks weird. It's kind of like it's not as weird as the China ones, but it's like its own.
Yeah.
I believe it's a Dutch company, right?
Even still below 1,000.
Yeah, they're Dutch.
We started losing kind of this area, this 975, and going lower. You get a lot of space down there, even though I know there's a lot of gaps because of the overnights, but still. We're getting retail sales tomorrow? Is that accurate?
EPI and retail sales in the morning.
On the Euronext exchange that ASML actually trades on, although all those gaps are pretty much gone, but there's just like no liquidity from 782 to 750s because of
What do I
how
think?
fast it was.
Yeah. What do I think about Microsoft on the daily? I'm looking at Microsoft. The entire market's bouncing and ripping off of lows, relief rally, and Microsoft's not participating at all. Like, I don't want to trade names that are weak in a green tape. I mean, this isn't a bad bounce spot here. On this previous all-time high. Oh, go back. Why are you snapping back on me? Doing that. Go there.
Someone in the chat
200-day.
asked a pretty cool question. If you could only use 2 indicators for the rest of your life, which ones are you picking?
Ooh, that's a good one. Anybody?
Indicators only, or does drawings count? Or
I'd imagine indicators like some sort of math involved. So like drawing doesn't count, but like SMAs do. Like anything where there's math.
I'd probably just use a 9 and 21 EMA. That's probably what I would go with. Bread and butter
Hey,
shop.
my 9 and 21 EMA are combined into one indicator. So
I know there's like indicators that have 27 things built into them. Like
I'll tell you right now. One indicator: Lux Algo Price Action Concepts. There you go. And then 921 EMA. I would use those two.
I'd have to go with a volume profile, a session volume profile, and my levels, my algo levels.
Yep.
I think moving averages are probably for me the best, and I mean I do like an oscillator just to spot divergences. Those would probably be the two. I mean the rest you can just do from price action. Really, there's no as we've all figured out, there's no holy grail. You got to. The other thing too is indicators are based on your style of trading as well.
100%.
So you got to fit what indicators you understand. I will say keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it with the indicators because you will for sure get conflicting, and just try to keep it as simple as possible. I think when I first started, I had so many
EU
indicators.
rejects U.S. demand to ease tech rules for lower steel tariffs.
Ooh.
To build on that, Will, I've made so many different things. I've programmed 1,000 different indicators, but it means nothing what you have on your chart if you can't just read some price action and control your emotions.
Yep.
And often the less noisy your chart is, the easier it is to keep a level head.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I like to use. I have a moving average ribbon, that has 921 and then the 50 and the 200. I kind of look at those for more setups, and then price action and just levels. I mean, just horizontal support and resistance, which you just need price for that.
Or one time I took everything off my chart, just tried to trade price action only, and it was actually nice to like tune out some of the noise.
Yep.
My trading style is just aggregates so many different things. 2 time frames, if only. What 2 time frames? If I'm only allowed 2 time frames, I'm going to go daily and 5 minute. If I'm only allowed 2.
Yeah, 2 for everything, or 2 like just for day trading, 10 and 5. But for
I use the 5
everything, I
and
want daily.
15. Yeah, if I use the 5 and 15, but I would not use just the 5 and 15 without a daily.
I'd
Yeah.
use
Daily
the
and 10 for
5
me.
minute. I'd use the 5 minute and 4 hour.
That'd be a
I
good
love
mix
the 12
too.
hour.
Yeah, I like that.
I have to.
Or
The
4 hour
reason
and 15
why,
minute.
yeah, I'm about to say it's between 5 and 15 minute. But for
think
my
I could do the-
intraday for scalping, I got to do the 5 minute. But the reason why the 4 hour shows me just as much that I can on the daily. The difference is 4 hour I use for extended hours, and where the daily chart won't show you the extended hours moves, the 4 hour will. What is going on with J&J on the flow? I don't know.
Do you look like traders?
Is J&J still going?
I don't have anything on J&J
Oh.
flow.
Yeah.
Here's a scenario where you look at this candle and you probably go, oh, it's a short, and then today it's not a short yet. Could be, but it's not until you get some type of confirmation. If you shorted it and risked like to here, maybe, but you got to have some type of confirmation. But even though you get this move up with this candle, that doesn't mean it's a short.
You had equal lows too on those 2 candles, right at 203, and it never took it out.
Yeah. Boy, UNH, talk about just disappointment.
Big disappointment.
There we go. Now I can do it. Screenshot.
If they and I heard 6,700 or push it back under. Somewhere Frank's yelling, trend days usually close at or near the high. But when you trend right into the 50-day,
I'm glad it tells you how much time was spent at the price, how much time and activity was spent at the price, so you can have an idea of where the liquidity is. He's asking, why do people prefer the volume on the side instead? I'm assuming you mean the volume profile. That tells you where most of the activity in the candle was.
if you're talking about the volume profile, today's not a really good example because it just grinded up all day, but I'll tell you where the action happened. And then you can get really complicated with it if you want. Anchored, fixed range, or you can get into TPO. The TPO stuff's really cool. That's what Rizzo does, the TPO.
I was about to say,
Letter periods.
Rizzo has a great video about auction theory. I'll link it in the chat.
Yeah, it's really good. I was gonna like really study and learn it, but I was like, I trade 8 hours a day with Rizzo, so I could just instead.
I'll link it in the chat for you guys. It's a great watch.
What's the one thing you haven't mastered yet? I mean, I think the problem is you never master because the market's dynamic, so it's always changing. So like what works sometimes doesn't always work in certain scenarios. You always have to be like agile and willing to adjust and change. Like I don't know. There's just I remember different periods of time where like there's just like certain trades that I could take like almost every other day and it would work out more times than not. And then after a while, it stopped working. But I think probably patience is one that I still battle with pretty tough, or getting a little too aggressive on sizing sometimes. And then like yeah, a lot. I think like not cutting a loss and trying to fight back. I think that's my biggest weakness that I still. So those are
That
things that
always-
I don't know that you ever master, but like they're just
Yeah.
it's things that I will constantly try to improve on, but still struggle with.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the other one for me is I'm a contrarian trader by nature for the most part, and is trying to get on the trend and stay long in the trend. Don't fight it. I think that's probably my biggest advice to everybody is don't fight the trend. Just keep it simple. Like, I want to get on I like to get on the train that's already left the station. I'm not trying to pick which train's going to leave the station. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and say like I'm naturally a mean reversion trader. Like instead of like a breakout trader or whatever, or don't trade trends a whole lot. But I mean, I do if I see the right setup for me. But I don't like trading on trends, and I don't like breakouts. But I know what you're saying too. And it fits that same thought.
I
think one of the hardest things is knowing when to do nothing.
Yes.
100%.
That's probably the hardest thing.
Yes, for sure. I think that's one thing I used to do years ago was over trade, and I would just always try to be putting stuff on. And I realized, like, if you just wait for the charts to set up and come to you, those are the best trades you take. I think it limits a lot of losses as well, and just trying to wait for those good times to trade. I find that especially with options, if you're selling premium, just like wait for the hot IV, wait for things to get a little wild, and that's when I like to sell premium, because there's times like if I see the VIX at 50, I'm really aggressive. Like those are the times when I'm selling a lot of premium because the VIX is not going to stay at 50 or 60 for very long. It's not a sustained move, so I like sell volatility.
Yes,
And in the option side, you can get so far away from the money when the VIX is high, especially in the broad markets, which is great.
Yeah, not knowing when to stop. That's one of the things that when I changed made the biggest difference for me. Instead of like, I'd get a few wins, and like I think about it like, I don't know, from a statistics standpoint or like just probabilities, right? So if I like have already, if I take 3 trades in one day and they all work out really nicely, like what are the odds that I'm going to get another good trade setup, period? Like for like, I don't know, I just look at the amount of opportunities in a day. And it's like, okay, if I got, and I'm not talking about trading a bunch of different tickers, right? I'm just talking about like on the indices, like on NQ, yes, whatever. If I had 2 or 3 nice trade setups in one day, why am I looking for more? Usually you're not going to get, more than that in a day. Like I hit certain profit goals or targets, or I win a couple trades and I'm just done with that account and move on.
If you're having trouble like on day trading and stuff like intraday, especially when it's slow, I would say either don't trade that time frame and try to master like bigger time frames first. Look at swing trading's I would say a little bit more forgiving. It's not so intense to be on the daily, or if you're looking at 0 DT, you can try to look at the market a little bit more objectively. And then the other thing is, like we've been saying, is position size is everything. Because if your position size is right, your emotion shouldn't get in the way.
Oh, Apple new high of day.
Yeah, Apple has been on a tear.
To do like more of a volume profile. Like today's not a good example of volume profile, but we'll have to take a better look at it. But basically, like you can see the amount of volume that happened here. This is your point of control. So like you expect like that to hold. If that doesn't hold there, then you see like where this low volume, this price is going to travel quick between areas of low volume, like low volume pockets. So like if this started breaking down, which it's a trend day, so it's not a great example, but if this starts getting below this level, you would expect it to get down to like 870 pretty quickly. Like if you lost like 920s or so. Once it starts tapering off, you would expect it to accelerate until the next area of volume. And if you look at your chart, you can see those two levels pretty clearly, but this kind of like gives you a better view of it. Pretty thin volume all the way up today.
Yeah, what's the total volume for the day? I mean, it's got to be a very thin tape.
Let's see. Oh God, super low volume. Look at this.
Yeah, that's not like
That's like
this
the
goes back to,
low
like,
average. Like
compressed.
this is the like one of the. I mean, we still don't have the close yet, but this is gonna be one of the lowest volume days we've had. Like it's way below average.
And when you put that in context, like you get a big rally like this on low volume, you know, I don't just keep that in your narrative. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, like look this day right here. A lot lower volume rally, and then there was a follow through. Low. This pushed up here, low volume. Next day was a little bit lower actually, and then higher volume on the way down. This was a low volume rally day too. Interesting.
Yeah, you don't want to see.
Yeah, we're not even at
big candles like this with the supply
half of
above
the
you.
half of the Friday's volume.
Yeah, half the volume and resistance above.
The volume profile indicator is VRVP. So like, let me turn off this VRVP, and everybody has different settings and stuff, but
I wouldn't say that it is the speed of how price travels, but it could tell you how fast it's going to travel when it gets in there, if that makes any sense. It's like areas of value,
what
you'll
it
probably
does,
trade slower.
it tells you like you can see consolidations on here because it's like the amount of time spent and traded at a certain area. Well, you're really gone.
I think he's talking like total share volumes traded, not volume profile. Is that what the question is? Probably.
Oh,
I think
right.
that was the VR. No, I think it was the VRVP volume profile question. But it's like when you look at like today, once you got over this part, you kind of had a low volume area up to here anyway. That's where like your next spike is, and then there's one more up here at like 672. But that's just like the amount of time spent in one area.
Yeah, I do like Market Lab here. RKLB looks good. Got a little bit of volume on the 50s and 60s for January, and the I like the 45s for December.
Oh yeah, good eye on that. Dr. J, I was waiting on that update. There's 85%. We're getting a rate cut now. It's kind of crazy. Because like 8 Fed speakers basically said no. Moran is going to say yes no matter what. And then what? Williams on Friday and then Daly today. So 2 out of like the 7 or 8 we've heard from. And the rate cut odds went up that far. Crazy, actually. I don't know. I just feel like I'm always putting puzzles together in my head. Like, wait, this didn't add up with this. And like instead of the recency bias, like you look at today and you go, wow, what a great day. But then I like look back and go, wait a second. Why is there low volume? Are we just now, coming into the 50-day?
Breath is at parity.
Breath is not good. But all of that's fine if we get some type of continuation and it holds, then it's fine. So like I don't want to just sound like a big bad bear. I'm just very cautious here. I'm just not doing much here. I played tons of longs to the upside. I was heavy long on this breakout. And then I've played shorts back down to the downside, and now I'm kind of just doing nothing.
I like this post I just see. The bottom is in, and it lists the first one is ONDS. All these stocks are up. Well, yeah, they're just rallying from lower levels. Like, I don't know. I find it funny. Yeah, yields have definitely come off the highs. Just looking at the 10-year. 10 years making new 4 or 5 day lows here, closer to 4%, 4.03. We had traded to the backside of a trend line I had around that 416 area and are heading back down. So bonds catching a bid here, which makes sense. More rate cuts. Bonds should be coming lower. Yields, I should say. Yields should be coming lower. Excuse me. Bonds should be going
yields. New high of day. Still haven't got there on. They just can't. They just can't push up the S&P. Almost like the S&P is trying to let the Nasdaq catch up a little bit to the 50-day, and it's just not doing it. But it's still a bull market.
Oh, 100%.
I just don't like longing into a late phase bull market when I don't have the structure rebuilt. That's my main point.
Like to at least get above the moving averages and then, look above, retest one, and then look for a move higher. Break of the trend line. And then you go. And you do want to kind of see all the leaders in sync, your big tech leaders. You don't want them going on options. Can make it choppy.
MSC in about just under 3 minutes. What a day. Do nothing. The other thing you got to think is there's a bunch of institutions that they're probably looking at this kind of along the same lines of what I'm saying is like, okay, well, you can't really do a whole lot yet. You're not going to short here, maybe here, but you're not like down here. You weren't going to short because of the oversold conditions. You're not really going to long without the structure, and it's Thanksgiving week, so half of them are on vacation. Which typically you do just float higher on low volume during like holiday, like the actual holidays. Like Friday will probably dip in the morning and then just slow grind up like this. Biggest volume of the day there at the high and QQQ. Biggest volume since the first half. Oh, gotta love a good trender.
Man, Broadcom is just on another level, almost up 12%.
It is unreal. I don't even know, like, I own a lot of Broadcom. I don't own enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And Oracle can't get out of its own way. Bitcoin 89.1. Oh my god. These guys
Here's MOC. Netflix is flying. Netflix has got a big buy imbalance. So does Open Door. Whoa, Netflix, dude.
Yeah, whoa, big spike there.
Look at Netflix.
What's up there?
What the hell?
Netflix is the only thing I see. Palantir is a big sell.
What the?
Netflix is a big buy.
Yeah, you own Netflix.
Whoa.
Dude, what is Netflix doing?
Is there news? I'm looking.
Oh, it's just like a 6 billion or 6 million share buy.
Well,
Getting a few of
Netflix.
those today between the cruise lines, Netflix and Palantir.
Wow.
Getting a few.
Well, my Netflix just loves that. Was a nice little candle there.
Rivian getting a little stick into the close.
I don't know if you guys are swinging anything. The only thing I'm swinging is SPY puts.
You know who makes stupid candles into the close? Coca-Cola.
But it started popping before the close.
Yeah, and now
I'm in the chat was watching it. Dude, I went to that.
Yeah, now it just doubled it. It just did it again. Look, that 7160 we talked about earlier.
I went to that.
It hit 7157.
I don't know if you saw the parade I went to last night, but things must be going well at Coke.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. How you doing?
Like,
APP with
probably not long
the
enough.
stick. APP new high of days. Oh.
We got to be long this, right?
What? Wow. That's some kind of
Yeah.
parade.
Had to.
Contracts are still the same. Piece of shit.
It was wild.
Every time I made a screen, I hear ya.
Oh, there was a huge sell side on the imbalance overall. 2 billion and 1 billion. There's 3 billion total between the S&P and Nasdaq.
Really?
What does that tell you, Will?
Say that again.
Right at
Listen.
right at the 50-day, huge imbalance on the sell side.
On
2
the sell
billion
side?
on S&P,
Wow.
1 billion on Nasdaq.
Yeah. Little liquidity area.
Closing time.
And they've literally held it.
Because
right
tonight
here.
will be the night that I will fall for you.
Over again.
Oh, they're pumping it. They want to close it right on the 50-day or above the 50-day. Could be.
Look at NQ. They're gonna give me a chance to fade it if they just shoot this thing up there to 25K.
They're going to put it right on the 50-day. Watch. What's it at?
Microsoft's gonna
13?
be the whole.
They're going to try and close it at the 50,
will be the night that I will fall for you.
or they're going to tank it. And by tanking, I mean 5 points.
Casey, where did that song come from? Because that's gonna be stuck in my head.
I got no idea, dude.
You just made me realize my music pause.
I won't live to see another day.
I swear it's true.
Guess I'm
Oh,
gonna check that, huh?
They're gonna hit 25K and I'm gonna short it.
They're just pumping it right to the 50.
Yep, they just hit it right there. Come on. Pump it. Pump it.
Pump it louder. Pump it louder. I'm trying to send this thing, but it says no.
Let's go, Allen. Passes 5 combines today. We back, baby.
Let's go.
We so back. All the way back. Dang it. Come on, push one more time. Just push. They're not gonna let it close over right here, are they?
No, they're going to reject it off this 50. Watch. They're going to rug it back to 6,700, do you think? I don't know.
No. Watch right after the close, though. Futures will come in like 50 points. Oh, no, they're doing it now. No. No. I'll get greedy for 7 more points.
Sometimes you just got to take a little stutter.
Sometimes you gotta just sit on the sidelines. Just,
Up 660 on no volume.
the lowest volume day we've had since like a month ago.
And you got the 21 right at 67.10 and the 50 at 67.13. Oh, here we go. We're going to trade him south back to 6,700. Here they go.
Dude, dadgummit, man. I was trying to fade this so hard. That's going to be a perfect
Was that
short
50
for tonight.
points?
Yeah, 50
Mamma
points.
mia.
I told you 50 points. I was like, I was just waiting up here. Just for it to
Rivian,
wick
new
up
high
there.
of day into the close.
Look at what Microsoft just did.
Did it
Look at this.
die?
No, look at this. Look at this 5 minute on Microsoft.
Oh, just straight up and down. That's disgusting. All right. Well,
That's just rude, dude.
Look at that 50-day tag. Boom.
APT with the sticky still going. Oh.
Sticky got the blicky, yeah. I'm so salty.
I'm swinging calls
Ex-
on 2 new positions overnight, so let's fucking ride.
I am swinging puts on SPY, and I will be shorting tonight.
All right.
Short tonight. Get
Will
short,
be the
short,
night.
short.
That I will fall for you.
Where's Rizzo? Rizzo around these parts?
He rolled out.
Wonder what he's short.
He went
I'm
too
just taking a
sweet.
little Trimsky on that one right there. All right. Well,
Trimsky.
I opened up 2 new call swings. I'm going to swing them overnight. It
Let's
is
go.
Rocket Lad and IREN.
What's up, BK?
Hey, good afternoon. What a day.
What
Happy
up,
Monday.
What's
Happy
up, B
Monday.
Kizzle?
What's going
How you
on?
doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
20 seconds left
Good to hear
until
it.
this close.
Just
Better close her up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
6700.
Ding, ding, ding.
6705.
Dang. Comment to the wait all day for that.
That's a Monday.
I'm outie.
What a day.
We closed the day at, I think, 25 beans. As Knots would say.
Soybean.
What a day.
Not a bad day.
What's up, Jacob?
We had soybeans, or what kind of beans?
I don't know. I was cooking today, so we're gonna say some baked beans.
Baby.
There we
CS,
go.
soybeans.
Bushes, long bushes.
Local beans up
Yeah.
below, dude.
We don't like long bushes.
Just wait till we're double leverage tornadoes. That's coming.
Double leverage tornadoes.
Yo, I can't wait to get. We gotta get long. Yeah, I get short earthquakes, man.
Oh, yeah. What's happening?
Guys, before you run out of here, we've got Luxalgo here. There's some big stuff going on, so don't just take off. I mean, I know you traders have to run out, no problems, but you're in the audience for sure. You want to hang out and see this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with y'all? How's the morning been so far? How's the day been?
It's good. It's good. I mean, we dropped today, pushed our biggest update to the AI
Oh, let's go.
platform. Yeah, it's
What's,
got some crazy
what's-
stuff going on.
What's the big update there?
You want to take that one, Jacob?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can share the
So
screen.
Look,
Uh,
I
you
heard
wanna
I heard
show?
AI, and I said I'm not leaving. I canceled my meeting at 4 because I heard AI.
beautiful. Good. I'm glad you canceled it. Yeah. So sorry. Let me get us locked in here.
You're good.
So we introduced alerts from our platform, which is sick. That you can, similar to like TradingView, where you can set up an alert and actually send a signal from a strategy that you might have. Let me see what I need to do here. There we go. Share. Nice. See if that pulls up. There you go. Nice. So, right. Yeah. So essentially now what you can do is on the Luxalgo AI platform from Safe Strategies, right? You can go into, let's say, like you have an NQ strategy here, and you can actually create an alert very similar to TradingView, and you can have it, notify via email or the website, or actually via webhooks now. So with the webhooks, that means you can connect at any third-party platform, pretty much the same as TradingView. They have webhook integration. If you have a strategy set up, you can send those signals through webhooks, and they can be, sent through a company that we like is Traders Post. So you can actually connect, a strategy that you may have developed here on the AI and send it through really any broker, any prop firm, whatever you want. And then your hands-free trading, which is pretty sick. But like as an example, like let's demo it a little bit here, make it fun.
Yeah, let's go.
What? Give me an asset. You want to trade stocks, futures, forex, crypto? What do you want?
Ooh, let's do a stock this time because I think we did ES last time. Let's do like Tesla.
Tesla? Okay.
Yeah.
So I can start at what time frame? You can do 5, 15 minute, and 60.
Let's do like 15 minute.
15 minute? Okay.
Oh shoot, you can even do time. I thought this was gonna be like daily. This has got time frames.
Yeah, so right now we have 3 time frames, 5, 15, and 60 minute. As we continue to develop, it's just gonna expand, get to like daily and stuff. So I can start off like give me a profitable let's say trading strategy that actually let me do profitable strategy that trades. You said Tesla?
Yeah, let's do Tesla.
Let's start with that. So like anything, we have over 10 million strategies integrated into this. So this is how you would start something basic, and then we can tweak it as we move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to search through, and it might even return 3 or 4 strategies. Sometimes it'll return multiple. It's going to search through the 10 million plus. So it's at first it takes a minute, and then we can start tweaking a bit and go from there.
And you could add to it, right? You could say, "Oh, this is cool. Can you like add this to it and try and up?"
Yeah. So like if it's like you'll see here. Okay, these are pretty solid starting off here. Yeah. So like we have a 47% win rate one, a 58% win rate, 51%. This one, the drawdowns are different. You have your profit factors that you may like, and then you can kind of look at the winning trades. Like this winning trade is 18 versus an 8 on the losing, which is pretty solid. That's, more than double. This one's, a little less than double, but again, that profit factor is going to tell you there as well. But you can go and check the stats there. So for this one's for Tesla, I can drop it down here and see kind of how it's been performing, which that's a pretty decent equity curve. So what I can do now is there's several ways I can have full discussion on that first one. But what I like to do is first off, I'm going to just save it. And then I can bring it over here on Tesla. And that was this one here. So what's cool now is I can actually click dive deeper, and it's going to pull up this exact strategy. So once this pulls up, then we can have a little bit more discussion with it. You can notice.
Can people do this with you on screen right now? So people were wondering if they can do this.
Oh, yeah. So this is luxalgo.com/chat. We actually just today with this release launched our Black Friday sale as well. You can get up to 70% off the ultimate plan, which is what this includes. And you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test it out for 30 days. If you don't like it, then you can get refunded the money for it. But this is the best time to experiment with automation if that's something that you've really been wanting to get into. So right now this is pulling up this strategy here. And what we can do right now is let me let me open in a new chat. Sometimes if it's already pulled up, it won't pull up the equity curve side of it.
Yeah,
but
it's
we
cool
can already
to watch and just see you like be able to like bring up a strategy from out of thin air, basically. It's really cool.
So we can.
This is using ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT.
This has GPT-5 that's integrated with the strategy library that we have. Mm-hmm. So it is connected via the search, and there you go. So here's the strategy. Again, if you're used to trading, you don't have to have 100% win rate or a 50% or a 55% win rate to be profitable, right? So this has been trading since, you can see start date was 2022, right? It's 11/1. So this has been since 2022 November. which is super solid. So it's been quite consistent. What we have, but we can notice just in the recent one from Monday, April 22nd, 2024 is when we've had this major move. So what's really cool now is what I can do is I can say, hey, let me ask it. Let's just go about the trade. So how has it performed in the last 30 days? So we can kind of start to see, because essentially, the market's ever evolving. So like if you're running a strategy and it's not performing the last 30 days, then it's probably something you want to avoid.
And every strategy has like its strengths and weaknesses in certain environments, right? It might have like, 2 months of drawdown or something, but you can maybe mitigate that drawdown more if you're tweaking it, right? And that's where it's cool. You can kind of
exactly, yeah.
I just imagine all the smart people in the world coming in here and just spending a weekend just freaking deep diving into this, and figuring out everything that you can.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then what's really cool and with this release now is, and we've released a lot of new things like this that I haven't actually been able to play with too much. And what I want to do is, so it's had 2 trades in the last 30 days with a net P&L of $41. So I can tell you that, this thing's designed to be a long-term strategy. So you can then take this idea and you can compare it to like how the stock prices maybe been doing recently as well. But what's the best part is, and this was the biggest release we had besides these updates with like analyzing specific trades and stuff, is you can now create alert from the strategy. So a good example of this would be, I can, if I want this to trade long, short, and then make sure it gets all those exits, I can create a webhook, right? I can go to Traders Post. I can connect my Robinhood account, right? If I wanted to use Robinhood or whatever broker that you use, obviously, Robinhood's probably the most popular. I know Webull is super popular with a lot of people right now. And so then what I can do from there is I can go into strategies. I can call, make a bot that's called, Tesla trading strategy. And then when I'm in here, you just literally copy this webhook link, right? And then you go back to the AI, and then you would just literally just paste it here. And now some people might be confused on, how would I set up the JSON payload? Well, the nice part is that within our documents, we have everything already preset for you. So this is the trader. So this is specifically for Traders Post because we've been working with them because they're super clean and easy to use. So you can literally just copy this and you can paste it in here. If it'll let me. There you go. And then again, you just hit create. So when this fires a signal now, it's literally going to take that trade. So if you have alerts on your Robinhood account, like it'll probably tell you when you enter. You can also set up email alerts for when it enters. The other nice thing is, guess what else I can do? I can go back. Let me go back to that Tesla, or sorry, let me go to that alert I just created. I can go back to this alert and I can hit new here, right? And for those of you that use Discord, I don't know if you know how to set up webhooks with Discord, but you can literally go in to your integrations within any channel. You can click Discord, whatever, or you can click, create a webhook, grab that webhook link, paste it in here. And then you can, again, if you went to the templates here, I can
don't even consider the fact that this could just pop up in a Discord channel.
Right. So I can copy this right here. And then I can go right back in here. This is the same alert, remember? So I can paste this in here with my Discord webhook thing. And now when it fires an alert, long or whatever, it would alert you on Discord as well as your broker, all from the same alert as well. You don't have to create multiple alerts. It can be the same. So this one alert is sending to Traders Post for automation. And it's also sending to Discord as well. So when I know that it takes a trade, if I prefer Discord for alerts, I would because I don't know, I get a lot of random messages, price alerts and stuff on Robinhood or whatever broker you may use. So that's really nice. And then we have a lot of placeholders here. If you wanted to have more information about the strategy, you can put in those placeholders. You just got to make sure it's valid. Now, right, watch. If I were to type something random, it'd tell you that it's not going to work, right? So it's very straightforward. And then again, you want to learn more, the docs are going to tell you everything. This is fully AI as well. So I can have a full AI conversation with the documents if I have like a very specific question. But if you're never done automation before, it might take a little bit of a learning curve to get to that point. But I promise you, it's not that complicated. Webhooks are like the easiest thing to learn. And it makes it really nice when it's copy and paste from the docs when it comes to these comes to the alerts. The other thing that will happen
because then
is,
you're not like mistyping anything, or it's just you just click the button and let it
right,
paste it
exactly. So that, yeah, because it's a lot easier. Copy and paste is much easier. And you can also see, like, when you're setting up on Traders Post, it's the same JSON as what TradingView uses for the most part. Just the bracketing's a little different. That's why I say I would recommend. We're hoping to get our code on here on Traders Post, but I would just recommend going into the docs and then just copying it here from the Traders Post. Where is it? Yeah, from their thing here. Now, obviously, you can use 3 commas as well. It's another popular platform similar to like Traders Post for automation. Really, any webhook platform that accepts trades, you can do it, which is really insane. So that's what's lovely about webhooks is, you can use it on Alpaca. Alpaca like has it integrated. Binance has their own webhooks integrated, so you don't even have to use a third party. You could just fire it through Binance by itself. Without even having
what
to
is
go
mobile? What does mobile look like on this? Does this work on a mobile browser, one? And
Yeah.
2, what about alerts on mobile?
It works the exact same. So right now we don't have an app that's like downloadable on the App Store, so like you can't like get push notifications.
But you can just put the like, save to your home screen to just get there for a quick shortcut.
Oh yeah, make it a web app.
That may work. That's actually smart. I haven't tried that. That's interesting. That's
what we're here
That
for.
works.
That should work. Yeah,
I contributed.
Yeah, you did. I actually thought of that recently. It was like, I forgot, because back in the day, I remember when like iPhone was like huge, it was blowing up, and then they had that feature. It was like, oh, that's cool. You can save, web apps on your home screen. Like, I remember that being cool, but I didn't even think about it sending hooks. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it would send a push notification that way as well, which would be super sick. And then, you could dedicate an email to, or like you can have email alerts, which makes it easy. But that's a good idea. I'm going to try that. But yeah.
So I got a question, Jacob. So, if you can send them to these automated trading strategies to a broker and live trades, if you were to send them to like prop firms, because they have all their rules, how would you be able to like only find strategies that historically fit in those prop firm rules with like drawdown and stuff?
I mean, yeah, you can. So like when you're going through these, yeah, you definitely want to obviously take a focus on drawdown, and you want to, the interesting part is, this is working with the minis as well, which are pretty aggressive right now, especially when it comes to prop firms. So you can actually pull them into TradingView if you need to see how they perform on micros. But also when you're sending it through, like this is the NQ strategy. This is a super solid NQ strategy. When you're sending it through to a prop firm or something, through, like I said, when I go to brokers here, I can click connect broker prop firms. I can, Tradify, whatever you use, Top One, Funding Ticks. All these are through Trader Post Allowed because it's literally just through Tradivate. But I can, then I can essentially bring it to an MNQ, send this signals directly to MNQ. So, when this originally sends through the webhook here, you can actually you could change the symbol here if you wanted to an MNQ contract, or through when you're connecting the broker on this end, if you wanted to flip it to like a micro, you can actually set that up within your strategy setup here on Traders Post. When you're setting that up, you can tweak it however you would want. But another thing we offer now is we actually have a page called luxago.com/prop firms, and you can compare. Similar to what you've seen with some of these other sites, you can compare, the best futures or CFDs across the board here, all the firms, and you'll see suggested strategies here as well. Right now, a lot of these are going to be gold because there's a huge cost that comes to displaying futures data. Didn't know that until we started building this. So like, but again, if this is trading gold here on this one, right, and we understand that it has, a max drawdown of 2%, it's like a profit. It hit a profit of $1,200. We can then understand this strategy from its conditions here, and I could literally just copy this. This is a 15-minute, right? I could come over here, start this, and say, I want give me an XAU strategy that uses these conditions on the, I think it was a 15-minute time frame. So I can send it this. That's funny. But then what I can do is when I set up a webhook alert, like I said, I can switch this XAU signal from it sending a signal to trade XAU to sending a signal to trade gold, right? GC, because the price action is roughly the same. The actual price might be a little bit different, but if the price action is the same, it doesn't really matter, right? Gold, CFD is going to move in the same direction as gold future does. The risk might be a little different, but that comes down to, making sure you can align those risks when you're testing yourself. But that's what's been nice about having this. You can explore a little bit, and then when you're going through like all the strategies, like finding that drawdown that you're looking for when trying to trade, prop firm specific accounts. And I'm actually, that's my first thing I'm going to start testing here soon is that. And you'll notice a lot of these too. Some of them, since they're higher timeframes or lower timeframes, they'll probably trade overnight. So that's where you would have to implement, like, the idea of, okay, if this is trying to hold a trade through the evening, some prop firms don't allow that. A lot of prop firms don't allow that. So that's where it's like you may want to consider actually just, if this thing's getting a consistent, like this thing's been trading since earlier this year. Here's that XAU strategy. So what I could do is, and this is what I'm excited about, I'm going to actually here soon just use, Tradify myself. I'm going to fund my own account, and then I'm going to probably run a strategy for a month and then change up that strategy as the market continues to develop and give us more data, right? So then I can continue to update how that account's being traded just by using the AI platform. So it's like right now, it's like this one's been super solid, and like I can trade micros and hold micros overnight, no problem. And I can just utilize this platform to do so, and to understand which strategies will actually perform the best. But yeah, I mean, we offer really any asset. So like I said, like what you wanted Tesla there, we could try another asset too if you guys want. But it's getting insane. Like it's wild what this started out as, because it started out as like this very minor idea. It's like we have so many indicators. It's like with AI developing the way it is, why can't we create our own our own database of all these different features that already can send out signals, right? So like I can go into TradingView and I can create a signal for every single one of my Luxaga indicator features, right? So if I can do that, why can't I allow AI to pretty much create millions of strategies? And then somewhere in the middle, there's going to be a few that actually are very, very well performing within the past 30 days or 40 days, or, there's probably out of tens of millions, there's probably a few that have performed, in the past 5 years. So it's like doing that and then bringing it into a place where you can very easily interact. You can get return strategies within a few minutes that you could then now automate through your broker or prop firms or whatever, gives you a very much easier way of actually managing emotions for one, because now you don't even have to think about it. It's like, let's say a strategy is doing really well and then it fails. It's like, at least you get to blame that the strategy may be not working anymore. You just go find another strategy and do work on that rather than.
Well, and the simple fact is when you know you're trading a strategy that is like proven, like you've seen the data, it makes it a lot easier to sit through that drawdown. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's that's the biggest reason why people can't get through, a big drawdown in their account and they end up blowing it, is because a lot of the time they're not even trading a strategy that they truly even like trust. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
that's where I just think this brings so much clarity in that, especially you see everything, right? You can ask it whatever you want, like whatever strategy you want it to be, and it's showing you all those results. You get to, just deep dive into it, and I think that gives a lot of people clarity. And so
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
easier to sit through that drawdown,
And then like I was saying earlier, and this is kind of the general explanation of this, is what you can do as well as, like, this one has 58 trades, right? I mean, it is the 5-minute chart. So I mean, what I can say now is, using these conditions, can you provide one with 100 trades? Or you can even, you can get that complex. You can talk about each stat, like win rate, max drawdown, profit factor, like you can say, I want a better average trade and stuff, and it's going to search for that. And if it can find it, it'll give it to you. If it can't, then it's going to guide you to ask, a different question maybe, or like kind of hint at, a better way to go with which strategy would be better for this particular asset. So you'll see here, this one has 103 trades on this top one, and then you'll see one that has a negative R on the bottom. So it's like, now I'm expanding into what I might see. It's like 5-minute may not perform as well, but I can, if I read through here, I can pretty much, do you want exactly 100 trades, or should I accept 103 trade variant? So it's going to be very specific, and you can continue to ask. It's like, okay, you can literally say, I don't like these. I want to, how about a win rate above, I don't know, let's say 60% and 100 trades. Let's see what that comes up. So I can literally ask anything.
I love this. I on a weekend when I'm bored, I'm going to sit here and just find some stuff that can give us an edge. You know what I mean? It's so much fun, and anybody can just click on here and figure it out.
Exactly. So, and then the another new thing we added, and you've probably seen ads for this, but the difference is here, this thing's been trained on all of our indicators and understanding, is I can actually now download hopefully I can find this. Let me go back here.
Big X the plug.
Big X the plug, dude. I had to get hyped for the
Let's
stream.
go. Let's go. It's a shame
wrong.
we can't play that in the background because of
Yeah,
copyright.
right? Let me see where that. Okay, it's in my downloads.
That would have been the perfect background for this,
right?
I know.
So it couldn't find a match on this particular strategy. So what it can do now is I can it'll give me options, right? There you go. Actually, there's that alert that popped up there for like just an example. Or I can just expand. I could say, go ahead and just give me one that's with these particular settings. It doesn't matter the strat, like it doesn't matter the conditions. I can just have it return one without these exact conditions. But let me move on to that now, since just in case we're limited on time. So what I can do now is actually I can import any chart, and you've probably seen this with some other platforms, and I can ask, analyze this chart. And this was what I just said. This was the MNQ the past few days. And it's going to now be able to analyze the chart, and it can give you suggestions on where price might go or what to watch out for. And it'll also tell you what Luxago indicators might be really good for this chart setup, which is super dope. So just, we'll give it a second.
I've put that some charts into the AI, and they had indicators on them, and it like identified order blocks and stuff, and even made 3 different basically trade plans, a long one and like triggering over certain levels and gave me the exact price and then where it would target, a short one, and then where it would be choppy. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What we were experimenting to here, BK, was it will actually return, based on that, it'll return a Pine script for you to pay. You can paste it, and it'll give you, like, because it's telling you like what the zones you need to map out on. So like, what's cool here, it says, short-term bias is bullish, recent change of character with a sequence of higher highs / higher lows. on the 15-minute after a prior aggressive sell-off. So major supply above keeps upside contextual. So market structure. So you go resistance at 25K, then 2520 or 200, 25 300, primary supply rejection zone. So yeah, if we were to look at, like, you can see it's already rejecting kind of the 25 area. Here you go, actionable levels. Aggressive longs, here would your entry would be 24,700, which would be somewhere back, you know, on an aggressive pullback. So it would want you to wait on a pullback. Because it's saying actionable levels. And then it's saying your stop would be at 24,520 and your target would be back to the 25,000 level. Breakout long would be a clean close over that, or short on rejection gives you that. And then it's going to say Luxottica overlays. I don't see any active confirmation, contrarian, or smart trail visible on this image. If you have them on your chart, a green confirmation on the breakout would strengthen the long case. So it's going to give you an idea of what could work on which indicators as well to help with that. And then it's saying,
oh, can it do that? It can mark up a chart.
So what it's going to do, it'll return Pine script. So you can copy that Pine script and import it into
like
your trading.
Build your own
product.
indicator.
And it'll literally show up on your chart.
Build my own Lux. How cool!
It's pretty insane.
you guys are gonna let us build our own indicators now?
Literally, I mean, it will do the analysis. Yeah, it's insane. And well, it's funny because it, like, when it returns the Pine script. So yeah, I could say here, watch. Yes, mark these for me. So it's that all this is going to return, and you'll see in a second, is these boxes it wants you to watch. So it's like in the future that's not going to work. It's only going to work for this short period of time. So it's not just going to be some random.
Of course, thing. But if you're looking at a specific like setup, this could be, you know, a specific area in the market. You're like, I need to capitalize on this now and see what spots are, you know, viable.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, yeah. And I mean, this is, I've seen it return Pine script in this time.
I just feel like I'm getting my hand held, you know what I mean, completely through all of this. It's like anything I have in my brain, I ask it this, and it's gonna give me some sort of relay back.
Yeah, no.
Even if it can't find a strategy or whatever, it'll push me to be like, oh, well, we have this, or it's not just. I don't know. I feel like there's so many systems that'll just leave you high and dry. It's like, figure it out, and it's like I haven't seen that with this at all yet. So
you can pretty much go through full analysis on a chart, which is really nice too. And yeah, no, it's you can also give it obviously charts with indicators as well. It doesn't have to be a blank chart. To me, I rather it analyze just pure price and see what it comes up with. But it's going to use all the normal terms you've probably heard or been used to, which is really nice. And like it's now giving you the boxes draw. I wonder if we put a blocker on the Pine script. I don't know. I could probably ask it to return that, but I don't know if it'd work. But like the idea is to give you kind of a better idea here. And then, I mean, that's if you want to expand on that. Obviously, the biggest and most fun thing we have right now is being able to automate a full strategy from, you know, directly from the website. And, you know, literally it's for any asset. So it's like I have a ton of these here, and like I could see some people coming in and like, you know, this has a net profit 116K, but you understand this is trading e-minis. So that's the one thing you have to understand is when it might seem like ridiculous, but the data is correct. Like that's how much if you could afford a mini. Now, a lot of us, you know, probably aren't going to be willing to risk 10K trading a mini or whatever it may be, because it's, you know, the margins are so high on minis. But the idea
how many minis was it? Just one?
Yes, trading one mini, which is
that's insane results. So with one mini,
yeah,
you could just divide by 10 and just knock it down to a micro though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so coming into it, just think of it as
I don't need AI for that. I can do that math.
There you go. But yeah, a few tips I would say is take a look at the profit factor. It's like, I mean, everybody should understand profit factor. It's, you know, anything above a 2 is usually very solid. And like even looking at, you know, like here, let me pull up this strategy again, because and I would recommend looking at ones that are performing more recent, because the market's changing so much. And to me, the smaller closed trades, one, I get that like, oh, long-term strategies, those are probably the best to go about, but it's like, to me, it's not, because it's like I want to know what's working now, and I can always switch it once I have maybe 2 or 3 that have lost in a row. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, how, let me see. Yeah, let's just do what is our performance over the last 30 days. Because that's one thing I always look at. Is I love seeing how it's done this past month, and then it's going to tell me. It's like if we're getting a very consistent, you can see when it's, you can see how it's dipped a few times, but it continued higher. It's like it struggled, you know, in this brief period in September, and then kind of caught its breath and kept going. And now it's going to analyze the trade, and you can talk a little bit more, you know, fancy to it if you want. That's kind of up to you. But I'm very generic on these things. I just want to so here you go. We've had 13 wins and 9 losses with almost a 60% win rate on this strategy over the past from the 10th, right? Or sorry, from the 25th of October until till today, 24th. So it's had a very solid little bit here. It's 22 closed trades. And so I could say like, what was the date of the best trade it had? So, I mean, you can get pretty into it. So it's going to give me, do you mean the best trade of the last 30 days? Yes. Oh, wait. I should have answered that better. Yeah, sorry. Yes, last 30 days. Sorry. And then what you can do is you can cross-reference it. I can then go back to like the actual chart and see where that actually hit, you know, ended up being why it happened. Was it because of a big news spike and I was in an active trade? Or, you know, was it, you know, just because it, you know, hit a really good entry? And then I can there you go. It was a $16,000 trade. So this was a longer hold. So it was a long from 25.323. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what day. And if it was,
I just want you to know my mind is blown. I like blew up this stream on my other monitor over here, and I'm just mind blown right now. This is sick.
Yes, sir.
And you can still take these into kind of trading view and the classic Lux Algo back tester and do the same strategy there, right?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to replicate on TradingView, you can. Like, because the data can be a little different sometimes. You might see a little bit of a difference, but it's like, okay, sometimes it'll be a little. Okay, I can run a full trade export to find exactly. I can show the trade's duration. Yeah, let me do this one. But yeah, so I can bring it into TradingView, and I can, you know, then look at it in more detail if I wanted to. Just by, you know, like this is what we launched last year or this year. You can just copy and paste this, load it into the back tester. But it's like, to me, if it's showing a curve, like if it's showing this on the actual platform, like I want all my signals to come from the actual place that this is like trading, right? So it's like, if this is being back tested on this, I don't want it to be sending signals from TradingView, because you know, we don't know if it'll be like off or not, because a lot of them will be maybe slightly off or whatever. It's just 4 days.
And they have different data sources and whatnot.
Yeah, and they'll have different data sources. So it's like, I want to make sure this is coming from whatever data this is pulling from. But let me see here. But yeah, that was pretty much all of it. I mean, besides the multiple webhooks that you can set up, and you can send to different brokers, or you can send it to your, you know, I think, let me see, is there a max of, I think there's 4. Yeah, there's a max of 4. So you can have one that's for, trading your broker. You can have another one that's for giving you alert on Discord. You can have one that's going towards a prop firm. You can have one that's, just for fun. I don't know. You could literally send them anywhere. But the coolest part is it all being under one specific alert as well. But yeah, in this case, it's going to be like, I can't wait to see some of the testing people do, especially our user base, because like this is started from just returning, limited strategies like this to now into fully integrated automation. So there's no telling where it could head from here, and how people are utilizing it to like actually automate, which is going to be really cool to see. Because I know in our Discord we do have a lot of people that trade crypto as well as futures. That's like our 2 biggest things in our community. So it's like, it's going to be very interesting to see how they kind of both use it, because you never, like, some of them are going to probably find ways where, like, to me, what I want to set up is I want to find 5 or 6 strategies that have been super solid this month, right? And then send them all to the same broker and then have them all trade together. And if they're smaller or not, trade like 1 micro each or something, right? So then that way it's like in a day, if I need 3 out of 5, or I need 3 out of 5 to win, right? So 3 winners, 2 losses, that I'm I technically should be in profit, right? So it's like, and then you can come back and then add on a strategy to, you could call it a portfolio or whatever you want to do to kind of mitigate some of those losses that you may have with just trying to automate one single strategy. So sending multiple to a single broker would be a very cool test that we're definitely going to start doing.
Love that.
Jacob, I want to make sure that everyone knows how to get there, what they need to do to sign up. If there's any, you mentioned Black Friday, and I just want to make sure we hit all those points, because I think a lot of people probably like me just got their mind blown looking at this and said, 1, I have to have it, and 2, I forgot everything you said at the beginning because I started paying attention to this and I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, so I mean, you can right now, which is really cool, you can go to luxalgo.com/chat and you can sign up for free and you can use it a very tiny bit. So you can just look at it. But you'll be prompted from there if you want to continue your chats. But besides that, I would just go to luxalgo.com. And then we're having our Black Friday sale today. So right now you can get up to 70% off the ultimate plan, which is the one that that pretty much has this. You get as many credits as I just went through. Like, I don't have any extra credits to anybody else. So you just literally, you can spend hours on it and should be fine. But yeah.
How much more is that plan? How much more is it to get the AI stuff on top of the regular indicators?
I mean, you can kind of already see it's really not that, like, it's very, very much, very similar, especially for the yearly plan. But it's definitely worth the upgrade if you're wanting to expand and start to learn automation. And again, if you're new, it's you do have a 30-day money back guarantee, so you can you can enjoy it for as long as you want.
Better hurry up. You've only got 9 days left.
Yeah, you don't have very many days. Everybody's locking in the deals. Everybody's locking in the deals this week, so you can expand.
Is there a code? Is it? They don't have to worry about a code or anything. It's
no
just
code.
straight up checkout. Beautiful.
Just straight up on there to make it easy for you. And then the other one was on Traders Post you can use code Lux if you do want. I think it's 20 or 40%. I know they have a Black Friday thing. So whatever their Black Friday thing is going on, just use code Lux there if you want to do full automation as well with them. But yeah, I mean, we'll come back and do another demo when I've even used it more. There's just so much you can do with it. I have so many ideas I want to go by rather than just strategy automate, like one single strategy. And so it's going to be pretty cool when we have all these people starting to show us secrets that we might not know of with this platform. Because
there's going to be people uncovering things that we're just like, it's going to blow our mind, I'm sure.
That's the best part about AI. Yeah. It's like you can develop something and understand for the most part everything that it can do, but it's like there's so much that it can do that, you know, not even the developers know. We just, you know, have integrated a platform that allows
You don't really know until you get some random dude that's like in India somewhere that's just hopped up on Red Bull, staying up all night, like just figuring
Literally.
out all the strategies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
firing
He's
like,
running like
100
100 prop firm accounts at once.
oh yeah, he's got screens everywhere. Like we have no idea what these guys are doing. So
Yeah, so yeah, go test it out. Again, yeah, you get a few free chats. If you're just a free user, you can go just check it out for a second. And besides that, yeah, I mean, it's on its way. It's literally the things we have planned for this is insane. So this is just, again, the beginning of what's to come. So it's good to lock in now, because this year we'll probably have a bunch of updates. And if you're in for the year on the Black Friday sale, it's like you're gonna get so much more expansion on this coming up soon. So it's gonna be pretty cool this year.
Take advantage, y'all. You're gonna want to grab that sale.
So long NVIDIA is what I got out of this too.
We're gonna be using
Yeah.
the heck out of their
Pretty much.
I mean,
processors.
You got any
2022.
Intel chips in there for BK?
This strategy is cool, man. The 20 from 2022 from NVIDIA on this one. Oh, you're talking about the chips themselves. I'm sorry, I completely.
No, I like both. I like it was a double entendre. Is what that was.
There you go. Yeah, literally. But this one had 840 trades. Holy crap!
Wow.
That NVIDIA dip though recently. That's funny. But yeah, man, it's all about exploring. There's 10 million strategies, so it's just a sandbox.
Yeah,
it's like go have fun, you know, go have fun with it and let us know, give us feedback, man. It's like, yeah, there's so much.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how, like, just to gamify things, as we always do, is like Fortnite and like Roblox. There's these kids like creating all these like new worlds that
my 5-year-old's building stuff right now.
There you go, and it's like
Minecraft.
Now, like, we just have this like almost open server where people can just go in and create the most badass strategies, and all of us can kind of figure that out too. It's just it's so cool. I'm excited for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like, and like I was saying on all the expansive stuff we have coming, it's like imagine eventually, like, we have right now, this has all of our premium indicators integrated into it, and like that's like been the main focus, because those are the ones that we're constantly focused on, and constantly updating and making sure they are literally give you the best analysis of all. But you know, we have been known for developing indicators around literally every known trading style or trading strategy, or you know, the next trend in trading. And so, you know, like for forever it's ICT. I don't know if ICT is still big, but it's like all these people that are coming up with strategies, like we've made these theories into indicators, right? So it's like we're eventually going to adopt almost everything we've created into the AI itself. So you can then literally, this thing's going to be like, nobody's going to have to touch the charts ever again. You can just come in here and be like, you know, I want a unicorn setup to only be traded, or whatever half of those strategies are. And then, or I want the opening range breakout strategy. And then you can go on here and you can say like, okay, I would like a version of it that's a 70% win rate and it has a 0.5% drawdown. It's like, is there any of those? It's like, no, you need to increase your drawdown. So there's going to be, there'll eventually be things like that. And that's what I'm saying. It's like when you're approaching any sale this week, it's like with us in the Black Fridays, like this is literally just like getting into where this year when we're expanding it, it's just going to allow you to not have to worry about it once we release some insane updates. So
yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming in, man. This is the most excited I've been about this. When we first introduced this, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's like there's a lot of potential here, but like you don't really feel it until you're like actually like playing around with it, and it's like,
oh yeah,
now
it's just
like,
so much free reign to do whatever you want, and I think that's gonna really take off with people's minds. You know, people are smart, man, and like a lot smarter than I think we care to admit sometimes. And I know there's people in the audience that are going to take this and run with it. So super cool stuff. What a great rundown. Is there Is there anything else you guys want to leave us with? I know we're going to get wrapping up here soon, but anything else you guys want to let us know with, or, you know, what's after this? I mean, what's next? Is it just a matter of really finding out like what the best strategies are? Is there going to be like I'm curious if there's like a marketplace where people that have created good strategies that want to, I don't know, save them and share them with the community. Is there an area for that?
Not necessarily.
Or is it just for you to kind of go in yourself and like?
Well, the nice part is when you join the Discord, you can share like the strategy conditions and like what asset time frame and stuff, and anybody can pull it up from there. Or you can share your safe strategies. There's gonna be a lot more expansion on like just the overall markets, and you'll be able to kind of literally just pretty much use this platform for anything that you want. And you know, the main center focus is always going to be the strategies. Like we just want to allow people to come in here and like find a strategy on whatever asset they want and not have to necessarily worry about how it's done or how it's gonna do. They can literally now, if a strategy, because that's the biggest thing I always tell beginners. Like when you come into it, it's like the market's ever changing. So it's like if you have a system like we offer here, where people can come in and constantly find new strategies to fight the current market, then you know, that's all you could ask for. It's like then that way you can update your system, your trading strategy every month or two to make sure you're on top of what's best for the current market conditions.
And you can kind of set it up beforehand, I feel like, because you know there's all like we kind of know what kind of conditions the market can trade in, right? Like super high volatile with presidency, or you know, super choppy, low volume kind of summer time, right? Trading, and you just kind of have strategies for both times, right? And whenever you're feeling, you use a little bit of discretion right there, but you decide yourself when you feel the best time is to run those strategies. And yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to do it. Capitalize on every environment or as much as you can, right?
Oh yeah, no, and it just it simplifies things. That's what's really cool is this is our first step into full automation. So the what's about to be uncovered is going to be very cool to see, because like I'm very curious how people have taken these strategies and automated it over a full year. Like that, you don't really know much until you see how people have used it to fully automate trading for them for a full year. Like how does it perform on certain assets and stuff over the past year and stuff? And I mean, we can see it in the back test, but now you can take like, if I just were to send the signal, you know, in the past, like since, you know, 2024, the end of last year, right? It's like, let's just see on this one. It's like, there's definitely a better strategy than this one, but it's like January of, let's see, the first, we'll say December, there you go. I think it was the 6th was probably the first trade there. Okay, so January 6th, right? From here, it was a cumulative P&L of $165 until today. I mean, NVIDIA had that huge dump, right? It's a cumulative P&L of $234. So regardless, it was been profitable. Before it had that huge dive off, it was $280 there. So yeah, you had like, I would have to go back and see if this outperformed NVIDIA for the year, but I mean, this is just NVIDIA. Obviously, all the other assets, there's probably better performing ones, like we saw on Tesla there. But I can go and see if it's outperformed Tesla over the year, and it's like if it has, it's a no-brainer. If it hasn't, then I can keep searching for more strategies to see what may have been outperforming, which is pretty insane. So it's like it's definitely this one's nuts. This is Tesla from 2014. But yeah, so it's there to kind of like I said, you could literally, that's supposed to be cool. It's like the end of 26. Like I'm curious to see who's built a portfolio of strategies that trade every major tech asset and they've outperformed the S&P 500 by like 50, 60%. It's like there'll be people that do that just by automating their NVIDIA strategy, their Tesla strategy, their Amazon strategy, their SPY strategy. It's just never ending of how many different things, because you could literally just have it trade one asset at a time. And it's like,
well, and what these strategies, like what these, like quants and these people, they spend hours and hours and hours of research and data and all this stuff, aggregating it. And now you're doing that same thing in 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the big difference to me.
Yeah, people spend so much time just setting up a single back test to then analyze it. Like this really speed runs kind of a traditional technical back testing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
agreed.
see because Bitcoin's been diving here. Let me see, like, let's see. Give me a profitable 5-minute Bitcoin strategy. Let's just start there. But I mean, I won't. We probably can call it here in about 8 minutes. It won't go too long. But like, you know, Bitcoin's been dying, right? So it's like, well, not dying. It's just going through its cycle. I shouldn't say that. But we can go through here and see what assets been underperforming and see if any strategy has been performing in the recent few months here. So like this one.
Can I guess shorting?
Yeah, look, short on these. So these are very low, very small trades that it's taken. Now I could say, yes. Let's see. Want me to fetch a Bitcoin or 500 Bitcoin strategy with more trades? Yeah, let's do one that has 50 or more trades. I mean, that's why it's so nice to use like AI like ChatGPT or something within this, is because it understands whatever language that you give it. So like this understands, because of the amount of strategies we have and what we've offered, it understands so much of the trading world, which is really sick. So you can literally you could probably talk about something that I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, and it would understand it. It's like, and probably in a different language as well. That's something to test. Let's see. This most recent one was November 24th. I mean, it's keeping up with it. When did it start dying? Here's these shorts started going up. Hey, on my birthday, it had a nice little hit there on the 20th of November.
Let's go.
But yeah, no, and let's see. This was the first strategy. I'm curious. Let's see here. And there's some as you're troubleshooting, what I would recommend is if you're getting some interesting returns, like any AI, there can always be some random stuff that pops up. If there's a strategy you really like, I would highly recommend always go up here and hit save. Like if it gives you a table like this to compare strategies and you just want to look at this one, hit just save it regardless. Because like you'll see here, this pulled it up like this, and it thinks we want to break into what this is here, but for time purposes, I could eventually have it pull up. I'm going to just save this and start a new chat with that one that we just went over. That was this one here, and hit dive deeper here, and then it'll pull it up for us, and then I can look into how it's performed over the past few days. But this one's been going since September, and it's actually outperformed Bitcoin since September, I'm sure, just because Bitcoin's been on its cycle to the downside.
Yeah, it's been doing some weird stuff.
Been all over the place, but
Yeah.
This is showing consistent profitability. There you go. Just recently, it's had these big spikes probably because this is more leaning to the short side, which is super solid. So it's like I'm understanding, okay, this thing is actually doing very well in a somewhat bearish market. What I can do now is like, okay, this is nice, because I know that the Bitcoin cycle right now is to actually kind of probably pull us back a bit. If this is performing in those conditions, it would probably be one that's actually worth setting up with automation to see how it performs over the next 30, 40 days. And then as I see maybe the market turning back around, I could then, go find another strategy to continue trading.
It's amazing stuff, guys.
Yeah, it's all about imagination. Once at this point, you just have a blank sheet of paper. Just go have fun.
Yeah. Go create. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Oh, always. We'll have you guys on again. I want to deep dive into.
Oh
some
yeah,
more
we got
things.
it. You guys got to come back on
Jacob, like as you're building strategies, I'd love to just have you come
Yeah, we
on
should-
with BK and showcase what you're doing there. You know, with the strategies you're building, because I know you're going to be doing a bunch there. So
Yeah, I'm gonna yeah, let's come back whenever I'm gonna run a legit live account. I haven't decided how much I want to put in it yet because I need to make sure all the parameters are set up to trade. It's gonna trade futures. So I'm very curious how it would trade futures into because some of those strategies do overnight sessions. So I would have to prop firms don't allow it, so I'd have to add use real funds, which is fine. I mean, I don't if it's making money, I don't care. It's like it can. I rather avoid the prop space, you know.
agreed. Yeah.
But I'm gonna run it over probably a month or two, kind of what I was talking about already, and then we'll come back and we'll show some results. I'm super excited to kind of show you guys that. So
Us too.
We'll definitely come back and do it.
Sounds good. Well, with that, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream for the day, folks. But pleasure having you guys on. Thanks, BK. Thanks, Jacob, for hopping on.
Absolutely.
We'll have you guys on again, and it's a hell of a start to the week. Gonna be a fun one. We got a bunch of data coming out tomorrow. We got data Wednesday, I believe, as well. So we'll see how that plays into the market. But
And
all
then-
this data coming back is gotta be crazy for it. I imagine we get some more volatility.
Absolutely. I would, yeah. If you want to learn more about it too, guys, just go to luxalgo.com/backtesting or go to our YouTube channel at Luxalgo and you can watch that video we launched today. That explains pretty much everything in a way clearer detail. I mean, demos are nice, but like if you want like more of like a structured like flow of how it functions, go there. It's a great video. And then and check out our Black Friday sale.
Amazing. Yeah, go check that out, guys. Well,
Sweet.
What a day. Big shout out to the crew hanging out with us. I know it's an hour past the market close, but we love hanging out, especially talking about these tools that are just going to level us up in our trading. So shout out to Jacob and BK coming on. Emp, I don't know if you have any last thoughts, but you wrap it up.
All good over here. I've got to open up stock picks. Jordan, you got second place this week. No, third place this week.
Let's go,
Third
baby.
place.
Let's
Podium.
go, baby. I'm on the board. That's what I like. All right,
We
y'all.
should have BK come give some stock picks.
I'm down.
That's right.
2x leverage intel.
Go show them
Oh,
up,
yeah.
man.
2x leverage intel,
yeah.
yeah. All right, ladies and gents. Well, make sure you're liking and subscribing on the channel. We'll be back tomorrow around probably 1 p.m. Eastern or so, getting back on stream.
I'll be live. I'll be live in the morning.
Oh, you'll be live in the morning. I forgot. So we'll probably just be on stream all day then. I'll be on Spaces in the morning, and then I'll come join Emp later. So, yeah, going to be a fun week. Going to be a fun Tuesday. Everybody enjoy the night. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. Peace out, y'all.
Sounds good, guys. See it.
Cheers.